hopefully I can run both of these at the same time and I won't have any hiccups and I can end up turning on tabletop later. Let's keep our fingers crossed for this.
Good luck, bro.
My computer crashes typically almost when I just run stream on and tabletop, so we'll see how it goes tonight. Luckily these assholes aren't climbing into any dungeons. Let's hope. I have a feeling someone's gonna do it just to piss me off. Um. All
We
right.
may turn around and come back to where we were.
Well, that's fine. There's nothing left alive in that area at this point. Thanks to someone who
That's the reason why we're coming back.
yeah, thanks to somebody who will not be named. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Don't worry, Wolf. I do have your character sheet pulled up, so if that way you don't have to go switch between while you're driving.
Thank
Uh,
you.
don't don't
Don't
D&D
D&D,
and
don't D&D and drive.
Drive. Yes.
Fuck
don't
off,
D&D
not my
and
mom.
D&D.
All right, so let's start up, boys. Okay, to paint the picture. Um, once I get my piece. Oh, God damn it! I need to stop reading chat. So, last time we were playing, the group went into a CR19 level dungeon, which I know
Dungeon.
they want to make sure I mention what level it was because otherwise they're gonna bitch at me even more than they already have. For being a terrible DM and just learning what CR19 meant after the session, and then still trying to throw them into another one, um,
God.
as the Red Barons. Uh, so, yes, as I was saying. As the group headed to this dungeon where they were there to collect eggs, they would later find out that the dungeon was filled with
What?
creatures from the Chaos dimension and Calthoon's personal creations called the Xenomorphs, or as I've labeled them, aliens, just because it was easier. And the eggs they were looking for were facehugger eggs. The other thing that they noticed, or that they were able to achieve, was to watch Freya charge in there after going into a full rage that was caused by Zilpip cracking her mentality and allowing her to go in and completely tank the beasts. In which she did so, all three of the beasts, on her own, without anybody's help, she defeated them. As soon as she did so, she came back to the team, got pissed off, and tried to take off the necklace that had been given to her by Legolas, the God Butcher, believing there would be no catch.
Spoiler alert, there was.
Yes, unfortunately, this was not the case, and thus, Cameron's character Freya Silverscale has passed away, having her entire body basically explode. Zilpip,
And now someone is looking for child support.
basically. I said basically, not literally. Um, Zilpip currently took her head, shoved it into his bag of holding, along with the three eggs that are in there, that he very carefully made sure did not open while he moved them, and has gone ahead and had her body skinned and tossed into the bag of holding as well for future armor sets.
Or just money.
Also,
Yes.
I have all her shit now.
Yes, you also have all of her stuff, including her liar's tongue. All right.
Hell yeah.
So,
Oh my god.
you guys still find yourself camped outside of the cave with the wall blown out in the mountain where this cave was, where you guys had managed to pull some eggs and piss off the Xenomorph Queen. All that lays in there, from what you guys could see, is Xenomorph Queen's head has been chopped off and it is just laying there. The ground has been melting for hours. It smells, it reeks, and there are two other Xenomorph bodies dead, as well as a bunch of smashed eggs. What would you like to do?
Loot the place.
Skin the queen, take the head.
Okay.
Do you guys want to loot the place?
All right.
Loot the place.
So our first request was to skin the queen and steal her head. So I'll be honest, the head weighs around 50 pounds.
Oh,
That's fine. We have some
I think
big boys who can carry it.
hey, what's up? Can I carry the thing by myself?
Yes. Aaron, go ahead and give me a dex check though when you're picking this thing up.
Oh boy.
Because you're strong enough, definitely, to pick this head up. You look at this thing and think, oh, it's weightless. But you're thinking, as you're about to pick it up, you realize that there's a green blood that has been melting the floor for the last hour that you have to pick up and avoid.
Huh.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to do a dex saving throw?
Nope, dex check.
This is a D20, right?
Yep, that's a d20.
I'm just
Plus your
yeah.
dex check. Your dex modifier.
Yeah. I'm just checking if this is no, that's not my D20. Where the fuck did I put it?
Ven Zorwin isn't joining
There it
us
is.
tonight. He's
There it
in the oh, I will mention that Cameron will not be joining us tonight. Unfortunately, he is in the hospital due to sickness. He should make a full recovery. Feel free to donate to the DM because it will make him feel much better.
Yeah.
Who, him or you?
I'm
Shut.
pretty sure that's fraud.
No.
Wow.
He's gonna feel better too because then the DM can buy shit for the stream.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
I
Okay.
will fully admit whether he feels better or not doesn't affect whether I get paid. So just please send me money.
Does a
Oh
six-
shit! Just passed the state trooper boy.
does a 16 succeed?
So as you pick up the head and start to bring it to Zilpip to shove it into the bag of holding, you get a little bit of blood on, or a little bit of its blood on you. Luckily enough, all it does is ruin your chest or your chest piece, completely melting it. But you don't take
Completely.
any damage.
Completely melting.
Entire chest piece.
Yeah. What was that, Wolf?
It melts his entire fucking chest.
It doesn't melt the entire thing. The blood kind of drips down down to his shoulder blade or his shoulder and starts to go down the armor itself, kind of dripping down, which basically causes it to melt and open up in half. He could theoretically have this welded back together.
Right, who was mending?
Yeah, I'll cast mending.
Okay, well, do you want to do it after you let the blood kind of leak off so you don't waste the spell?
I mean, sure, it's a cantrip anyway. I can keep
Oh.
doing it.
Okay, well, donate in hard work tomorrow. Oh god damn it. So yes, as you start to cast, the blood still continues to drip down on his armor, but it seems to slowly he starts to realize to move the head or the neck piece away and manages to get the blood to stop hitting after about the 7th time you've had to cast mending. The armor seems to hold, but it does seem to you do get the sense, Aaron, that you should probably look into getting some acid resistant armor if you ever have to fight something like this again.
But I think we'll be getting some acid resistant armor pretty soon. Wink, wink, Zilpip. Wink, wink.
I know. Shut up.
Who wants to skin this thing?
I do.
So,
Oh god.
Do it from, like, 15 feet
Telekinesis.
away.
all right. What?
Actually, can I skin it with my Moby?
Oh god.
You don't have the Moby yet.
I don't? Pretty sure.
You know he has it.
Oh,
He
No,
appeared
he
in
does.
your ass in the middle of the night.
no. So I'll explain that after as everyone was distracted with Freya just basically killing herself. Aaron, as you're kind of watching this, you heard a rustling in the bush, and suddenly found this thing just sitting there, and you just couldn't help but grab it.
Yeah.
For those who are wondering what the
That's
Moby is,
The god of dicks.
yes. Oh God,
Not
don't
so
make me.
shouldn't
Do
be.
not make me invent that. God, please don't make that canon. Yes.
God of Vix.
So, for those who don't know what the Moby is, please don't Google that. If you're under 18, we do not encourage looking up to anybody who is considered a minor, no matter the country you're in.
Even though you gave it to a minor.
Yeah.
Shut up, Fraz. They don't know trends of minor. Everyone's 18 on the internet. God damn it, Fraz, you're not helping me
He was
here.
talking about the character, smartass.
I mean, are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
You haven't really seen my character.
You don't know how old his character is, though. That's the thing.
You haven't even seen the face at all.
Anyways, so Aaron, as Freya was killing herself, you looked into the bushes, found this large black object, obelisk-like object with a very sharpened head on a very sturdy
10
stick.
feet. It's 10 feet.
Yes.
Isn't it 9?
Well, it's 10 now.
Dear God.
The
Does
head.
it have reach?
It had
Yeah.
it. Yes, unfortunately. So yes, you have your Moby now. All right. So, Zilpip is going to go ahead and roll to skin this. Zilpip, do you even have a knife to skin this thing with?
I do. Bro. Of course I have knives.
I have a knife, I think.
Oh yeah, he has a
I have a
dagger.
knife.
He has
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
He has 2 daggers.
I think I got him out of the lottery.
No, I think you got them off. You got them off Freya.
Oh
She-
yeah.
She had I think she had two
Oh my
daggers on
God.
her. All right. So as you start to use your telekinetics to slowly do that, do you want me to make your rolls so you don't have to worry about doing that?
Do you want me to make your
No,
rolls?
I got this.
Oh
Oh my
God.
God. Don't D&D, kids.
Don't D&D. He's not getting laid for as he's driving. Come on now. Let's call it proper here. We don't want to hear him during his tricycle moments. If he's driving, I'll accept that.
I don't know what this is, but I got a natural 16.
A natural 16. Well, this would be, I guess, technically. So you're using your telekinetics.
Arcana, I guess.
Yeah, let's
Arcana?
go with that. So plus 7, 16. That's 23.
23.
Thank you for us.
Oh, I was right.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Math
23.
Major.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Yes, you managed to slowly skin it. Although you do lose the dagger in the end, you managed to get the full thing of skin off of off of it.
Yeah.
Okay, am I
many-
carrying this too?
So,
No, this
why
you can shove
why-
into your inventory or into your bag of holding,
Why didn't you guys just use the tail of the alien?
because no one thought of that.
How sharp's the tail?
Why did you what?
Use
Use
the
tail of
tail.
the alien.
How
Well,
sharp
Can
is
I
the
cut off
tail?
the tail?
Theoretically, with him skinning it, he has all of it right now.
Oh.
I will mention that the muscular structure and the skeletal structure are very unique looking. The muscle meat seems to be like a silvery color, but it's not exactly silver.
Who's brave enough to eat it?
And the bones seem to be like a darker bronze color.
I'd
Who has the
eat
most decks?
Hmm.
I'd eat
Who
it,
has
but
the most
Con.
con, not
Con.
dex?
Sorry,
I think I have the
Saving throw, saving throw.
my
No,
con saving throw is +5.
The fucking creature, you idiots.
My con saving throw is 5.
Don't
Anyone here have a
do-
pet that can eat something?
Oh,
Zilpip,
But
you're
I
not
am
gonna get
involved-
past it.
But actually, no, I promised Zelpip I'd be incredibly serious this game. So I'm not going to be eating it,
Thank
and I'm gonna call
No.
every single person anyone who considers eating it an absolute idiot, and that's coming from me.
Wanna sell it as meat in the market then?
I'll do it.
That's I would completely agree with you. That doesn't seem like a very do.
It's gonna backfire
Alright.
really hard.
Is there anything else you boys want, or are we done here?
Check
It-
what the mimic dropped.
It's a big alien.
So
Wait a
mimic,
second.
mimic.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I forgot. All right. So as you guys finally get through arguing and debating about whether you should eat the meat or not, decide it's really not worth it. And the other xenomorph, the two little smaller xenomorphs are smashed to bits to the point where they're probably not worth skinning. And let's be honest, Zilpip only had one more dagger and doesn't feel like wasting it.
Can we keep the head or something? Or...
The head is squished. You do recall when before Freya killed herself, her foot looked looked pretty messed up and mangled.
Yeah. Are the tails still intact? At least the blade one?
Nope. The thing seems to be crushed almost completely.
Damn, what the hell did she do?
I
Snoo
mean-
snoo.
Oh damn it! No, that's not an image I needed. It's the wolf tricycle again. Oh, I did. It's the. Oh.
My God.
Pretty sure he screamed like that during the tricycle moment.
Nobody did text me saying, "Bro, I got the tricycle," or "Do you know what the tricycle is?" I'm like, "What
I
the
got
fuck?"
the belt.
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck?" And then he had to explain it to me. That was great. Anyways, so yeah, the body of the two other xenomorphs were pretty smashed up. The eggs are pretty much destroyed to a point where they're non-existent. They're just mush. So the mimic, as you go in there and find the crushed, torn apart chest, you see some teeth on the ground from where the mimic looks to have been not like had its jaw, or what would be the equivalent of its jaw, broke open, like it was split open. And there seems to be sharp metal teeth lying everywhere. Inside of it is a very unique item. Let me pull it up. Give me a second. Oh man, let me pull up the creations here.
If it's useful to me, can I call dibs since I was the one
No,
who
I-
remembered? I remembered it. Like,
We will assign it to
All right,
whoever
all right.
considers it the best.
okay.
Okay, so it's what you look inside of it. It's a weird looking rose. It's a black rose that doesn't seem to be doesn't seem to have wilted. And as you look inside the mimic, it's very dusty. Like this thing's been sitting there for ages.
Can I
roll
pick it up?
Can I roll history to see how old, like, the
Yeah.
thing looks like?
Sure.
History to 1921.
Okay, you recognize this as a rose of an elven princess who once used this thing back in the year 5000 BS.
I want to cast Identify on it.
All right, go ahead. Well, that's a cantrip for you, isn't it?
No, it's a level 1 spell.
Okay, let me just make sure to put that down. Wait. Oh yeah, I'm looking at your character sheet.
That means I learn everything about it, bro.
Okay, so
Courses, things.
the item description is as follows. When placed into any liquid by its owner, it makes the liquid taste amazing to whoever drinks it. Now, the history to this item is that apparently an elven princess at one time, her name is lost completely to history. I mean, you'd have to be almost an amazing expert and have dug into this and found ancient scrolls to find her name. But
Or
her name
very
was
old.
her name isn't really important to the story. Overall, the item is known to have been kissed by this elven princess on the day that she was killed by her lover after finding out that she was to marry another, and that she by kissing this rose had transferred her entire essence, her soul, if you will, into it, which caused this bright red rose to go from as red as the dawn to as black as night.
I'll take it.
That's hot.
It only makes liquids taste good.
Yep, that's it.
I know what
Just
logs use
taste,
it for.
not.
Yep, that's
Uh,
literally it. It, like I said, literally the exact description is when placed into any liquid by its owner, it makes that liquid taste amazing to whoever
Hey.
drinks it.
I'll take
Hey,
it.
so does
Okay.
does this thing exist IRL? Because I think I could use that.
All right.
Does
Me
it
especially.
Is there any argument to Fuka taking it?
Well, I could actually use it for poison.
Really?
Yeah.
I
didn't
think
even
that's what
think
Fuka was thinking as well, to be honest.
True.
Okay.
Yeah, but
give
we
it to
should
Fuka.
give it to our rogue if we're going to use it for poison.
But rogue. Remember, the rogue is a cleric. He's not an actual proper rogue now.
True.
Oh, so you're not a rogue.
Not
Give
at
it-
the moment.
I am an actual rogue. My subclass won't be a rogue.
Yeah.
Rogue focus.
Yeah, but you're still a rogue class.
Yeah.
Your subclass just isn't rogue.
Yeah.
My only argument in this, to give Fuka a chance for this, is the fact that he is the seducer, he is the high charisma character, he is
Oh,
more likely
true,
to convince
true.
people to drink something than the rogue
Mm.
is. So,
That's true.
I'm thinking it might be good to have, even if it means that John
And,
creates
I
the
mean, you guys
poison, this
can
liquid.
share it occasionally. Like if one of you needs it more than the other, but like during something, you guys can just give it to.
Well,
like,
here,
it's not-
I'm gonna
you know,
get.
it's
Pass it
not-
around like
Yeah,
the.
let's give it to Fuka.
Okay,
Yeah.
Fuka.
Yeah,
I'll
give it
just
to-
ask
give it
to
to-
borrow it if I need it.
Fuka
yeah,
is
if
now
he
on your
needs
character
it,
sheet. There you
then-
go.
Yeah. Yeah, if he needs it, just give it to him.
Yep.
Alright.
There you go, Fuka. Okay. Otherwise, the mimic is completely empty. As you look inside, it was kind of a bust overall. But hey, that's a nice item. That's considered a wondrous item. So,
Actually, it was not a bust; it was a chest.
well, I mean, it might have had a bust, but we can't tell now because it's been destroyed so bad.
You guys love me, and I am being
Aaron
serious right now.
suddenly mentally snaps.
Charges forward, attacks the spike trap, gets impaled. Um. All right. So otherwise, as you guys are looking around, you find about 5 gold pieces on some of the dead bodies of what you assume were once goblins. Aaron looks at this, gets some horrific nightmares going for him, or mental images.
PTSD.
And the only other thing that you find, and let me pull this up, is an interesting item of it's a tiny lump of questionable material. It looks very gray and very gooey.
Joker.
Inside, it's inside of a
Yeah.
ceramic pot. God damn it, Zilpip, stop with the fucking identifies. Oh shit.
Fuck off.
Identify it.
I want to know.
All right. Fuck. God damn it. So the item description is: this is a tiny lump of questionable material kept inside a palm-sized ceramic pot. Its owner can will it to harden into whatever shape it currently holds, or back into its normal clay-like consistency. If pieces of it are separated, they can be controlled separately. There's no history to this item. This is the first. You are literally the first people to have ever seen something like this.
I have a
I
feeling
want
it's
it, it's
alien
mine.
shit. What? But I want it.
Listen,
No.
if you guys want to argue about this, rock paper scissors in chat.
I mean,
Oh wait, fuck. Zilpip can't.
Nope. I'm just gonna give it to Zilpip. You guys can settle that on the side later.
okay.
Yeah,
That's-
after.
All right. Nothing else seems to be looking around. One of you can give me a perception check if you want to see if you can find anything else.
Sure, I have a
Okay.
pretty high perception. +5 to my perception, so
Not 20, 27.
God damn you, fucking Fraz.
I got a nat 20.
God damn it.
No, nat 20 +5.
25, 27.
I
Who
got a
else?
16.
16. Okay. Fuck. That means I actually have to give this to you. God damn. I mean, okay.
Yay!
You love it. Keith.
This is not an item I was hoping you guys would get. Okay.
Identify.
Who had so Chen, you got a 20. What's your modifier with it?
+5.
Okay, so
7.
all right, so John sees it first. John, the first thing you notice is there's a giant sword or a long sword sitting in the corner of one of the little rooms off to the side. It seems to be hidden, and there seems to be a corpse that is holding it. This
Uh-oh.
Zilpip, please.
Identify.
God fuck. I'm gonna shoot Zilpip in the head.
No, you're not. 'cause
God
you
damn it
love it.
existed.
That is all 3 of your first level spell slots, just so you know.
Remember, Pipliz has spell slots too.
Fucking god damn it. Fuck. So the item, as reads, you gain a +3 bonus to attack rolls made with this magic item or magic
Hell
weapon,
Yeah.
and to each attack that hits its opponents, you add 3d6 lightning damage. If the enemy
Holy shit.
If the enemy you attack has another enemy within 10 feet of it, the lightning changes that second enemy, dealing 2d6 lightning damage. A third
Holy shit, it's fucking chain lightning.
a third enemy within 10 feet of the second enemy will receive 1d6 lightning damage. When this sword is swung, it leaves a trail of lightning. If you are walking, you can choose to leave footprints of lightning behind you.
Hold
Pro-
up. Hold up for a
Proficiency
second.
with-
Are you fucking
Shut
kidding
up.
me?
Proficiency with a longsword allows you to add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll for any attack you make with it.
I would totally want this, but I love my halberds.
Yeah, you have your.
No.
Now, let me tell you the history of this item, because there is an identify cast on it. This was held by a legendary storm giant who supposedly lived during the Blooded Age, which none of you know anything about, as the history books are still being written on this, and the information is still coming in. What you do recall off the top of your head almost immediately, Zilpip, with the thanks to the spell, is that this was carried by the king of the storm giants, and he is known to have actually almost taken Stone the Corrupt, or as you know him, the High King, down to less than 5 HP. This man, this is a weapon that was so considered so legendary at the time that even the gods feared it. The only issue is that the blade is broken and has been for years. The tip of it is cracked, and it seems to have a place where a gem was once held inside of it.
Is it considered a short sword then?
It's considered a longsword still.
Fuck.
What a
kind of
shocking
things
weapon.
Are we talking?
Huh? What was
God.
that, Wolf?
Who
What kind
who
of
made that?
things Would I know?
Sorry, say again, because Trent wouldn't shut up.
Sorry.
What kind of gem are we talking about?
You
Would
can't
Zope
tell.
know?
You cannot tell, and history does not state exactly what it was. There was never anything mentioned. You just know that it was supposedly something the storm giants carry. It was a gem that was very common to storm giants who lived in the
Oh,
Does
clouds.
the
so something
does the gem have
vulnerable like
sorry,
Yes.
does the sword have a name?
Yes, it's called Bolt.
Bolt.
Mhm.
Speak.
Fucking damn it, no.
Yep.
You named
Um,
it F.
Can I wait? Before we
wait,
continue.
shut up. John, did you just say Bolt speak?
Yeah, like the dog.
That's a really old fucking movie.
holy shit, he's rolling.
John, you
Oh,
suddenly you hear a deep and menacing voice as suddenly everyone
It's fucking sentient.
as everything around you goes completely dark. You find yourself standing
God
in the
damn it.
clouds
God
before
damn it.
a
God damn
giant who at this time, I mean, of course you're Goliath right now with your long beard.
Uh-huh.
This giant is considered gargantuan. He is sitting on his throne. He is almost statuified, and he looks down at you as the stone kind of cracks and smiles at you and says, "Who dares speak to the king of storm giants? The man who defeated the High King."
I have grave news for you, sir. The High King still lives.
Does this mean you've come to wield me to kill him?
Oh god.
Say yes, say yes.
It all comes back to him. Yes.
Okay. He looks to you and says, "Those who are worthy of me have to have the strength of us giants and go through the test. I will give you my power, my strength, but only if you seek me out. For the gem lies at my belt, and the tip stands at my feet. Only
Yeah.
then will the blade give you full power." He, lo- he looks at you and smiles. He says, "But nothing is free.
Uh,
Upon
Time to whore yourself out.
upon the High King's death, I shall take his place. You will you will continue to go and kill the High King until he is dead. No other quest takes focus."
Oh shit.
Well, that's all on you.
What?
That's John. That's all John.
goodbye, my character.
Yeah.
Go ahead, John. Wait. All right. So what's your answer, John? He looks on you, expecting.
Do you really want to sell your soul?
To a Sword Giant. The king is Sword Giants.
That
Remember?
is a very tempting offer, but I have unfortunately have very pressing matters that I don't think I can
Okay.
Sorry,
pass
I
up.
have a 1 to 3.
As you say that, John, you suddenly feel a strike of lightning hit you. You take no damage. It just kind of sizzles and warms you up real quick, and you're back in the room. The blade is gone.
Fuck.
Bye, bitch.
Oh, come on.
The only way to win this game is to not. The only way to win this game is to not play it.
None of the others know what happened. John, it was with you. It seems like time froze apparently for you as you were speaking to them. None of them noticed anything. All the rest of you, all you notice is that within a blink of an eye, a flash of light explodes from the sword and it vanishes. The body that lays there seems to fall apart into dust.
Damn,
Hey.
what did you do?
No one knows. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Okay, can I roll insight?
On John or on the sword or the skeleton?
Actually, all of them. Why not?
Okay.
You want me?
Okay.
Me to just? Oh god.
Are you gonna try and
Okay.
deceive him, John?
I mean, do I actually know?
You can feel well as far as him trying to roll insight on you. You can roll to deceive him. If you want to give me a deception check.
Hey, question.
Yes, Zopip, what's up?
Do I have to be attuned to the liar's tongue?
Yes.
Or, alright.
I got 119.
Okay, you only have to
One.
roll once, Trent. You're good.
Okay, so 19 plus 5. So
Okay.
that's
24.
17 plus 4, 21.
All right, so you know that John is lying to you. You know that the skeleton broke apart because of the fact that it has been there for thousands of years, and you know that the sword vanished for some reason that doesn't really come to you, but it vanished of its own accord.
You sure there's nothing you want to tell us?
No, I don't want to say anything.
And I just touch his shoulder.
You can't reach his shoulder.
Oh no, I can't reach his shoulder.
He is a Goliath. You are a tiny human.
Can I
Oh, no.
roll persuasion to make him talk?
You can.
Can I
I, st-
roll?
I
What
stand on I stand on my
Oh.
tippy toes. and I
Deception,
touch his
John.
shoulder.
Not insight?
No,
Okay.
because you're still trying.
20 plus 6, 26.
All right, John.
Hold on. 12? Was it 12? 12, 16.
Okay, yeah. So, Alice, you managed to convince John to tell you exactly what he wants to hear. John explains the entire situation of what happened, word for word from what he recalls.
Well, damn.
It's not a big deal. It's just a deal that I was able to refuse and not die in.
You know what? I'm not necessarily pissed at that. I think
Besides, it's a longsword. Who else can use a longsword?
I don't think I.
You
I
can't.
mean, Fuka could
I
have used
can.
a sword.
Oh. Well, tough shit. You didn't say Bolt speak. You didn't watch the movie.
Oh
I
man.
didn't watch the movie.
As far as what else is in this dungeon, nothing else seems to come up. There's a few like goblins dead and a wolf, and some rats.
Oh,
Quick,
All right,
tame another rat.
so,
no, my thief is my little rat. Fuck off, bitches.
That reminds me, where did my squeaker toy go? Oh, there it is. Thank you. Yes, so Pip, what was up?
we are leaving now.
Okay.
All right. As you guys start to head out and walk, or head out back to your camp, it's still dark out. You guesstimate it's roughly around 2 in the morning right at this point, and as you're able to go and make camp and rest, you kind of start to think on the whole situation and what has all happened in the past few days. Things quiet down. You guys lay down for the night to get some rest. I'm gonna start off just to go through with each of you what you want to do, but to start first, Alice, as you start to fall asleep, since there's really nothing that catches your eye that you need to do at this time, you are suddenly visited by a very strange creature in your dreams. Suddenly, a very tall, scaled man is standing in front of you, and he just smiles at you. And with that, he hands you something that you don't really understand what it is. It seems to be like a light of sorts that he hands off to you. Without saying a word, he just nods his head and disappears right immediately.
Can I call before he disappears?
You can try. What would you like to say?
Uh. Who?
Who are you?
No.
What the hell is this?
No.
Let him talk, boys.
Okay. Shut up. No. Why did you give me this?
And with that, he vanishes.
Fuck. Is it in my inventory?
Nope. It's already been added to your character sheet, though.
It's a feat.
God damn it, John. Can't you let things be surprises? For fuck's sake. You're a terrible person, you know that?
He is.
It's a what?
It's a feat.
It's a feat.
Like those things below your knee.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you got your feat. It's already added to your character sheet. You're good.
Okay.
Is it his custom feat?
Yes, he has custom feet. That is true.
Yeah, ever since the war, he
How
had
many- who
his
made them?
amputated.
A dwarven smith by the name of 12X. Speaking of
He was
which,
a dwarf? Dude, that guy must have been wider than he was tall.
Well, I mean, you saw 10x. Speaking of which, Alice, as you fall asleep, and this happens, Zilpip, the book that you've been carrying around that Greg gave you as a representation of the Crimson Talon Guild that now has Freya's name written into it and how she died. Uh, you suddenly notice there's a little crystal on the front of the book that is glowing blue and like flashing at you.
Dude, I'm receiving a call. I guess I'll like open it up.
Okay, as you open the book, nothing happens. The crystal continues to flash.
Okay, well I want to touch the crystal. Then.
As you touch the crystal, suddenly you find yourself standing in in a room. There's a really large dwarf that looks very familiar to you.
Right.
Enter in
Yay!
10x.
Oh God.
And he looks at you and
What up,
says,
bud?
he says, "Ah, young Zilpip of House Kung Pao, just the man I was hoping to get in touch with.
Hey, bud, what's up?
I've gotten a couple of smithing contracts coming in. We've got some new smiths that are going to be acquired by my company. I wanted to offer you a deal if you end up finding anything on your quest."
Hell yeah. What are you looking for?
Well, if you've got anything of some dangerous creatures or some monsters we can make some armor out of, I'll tell you what, I'll give you half off on making it, as long as you guarantee your business with me.
Dude, sounds awesome. I got like just the thing.
He smiles, he says, "Good, because I brought in a wizard too that from the Elven lands. Young kid, but he's getting better at things."
Ask for his name.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, I said, he looks at you and says, "Good, I've got a young elven wizard kid who's come in here. He's good with his hands overall, you know."
Interesting. Good to
I'll have to
know.
pay this man a visit.
He says, "But yes, so bring your stuff in. We'll have it enchanted up for you. We'll get some stuff going. It may take a little while because the kid's still new, but don't worry. We guarantee it, and I can ship it wherever you end up."
Sounds awesome, dude.
This sounds so convenient. Thank you.
He says, "But I've got a couple of deals I want to talk with you in person about when in exchange."
Makes sense.
So he's, go ahead, sorry.
You never know who's snooping in on these crystal conversations. Am I right?
Exactly. Greg could pop up at any time, and that bastard owes me gold still.
I think he owes us all after this shit.
Oh, I'll be curious to hear this story later. But yes, come visit me in town sometime. One of my kids is looking forward to meeting up with you. He's been dying to hear about your family's recipe. He really wants to get into the business of food.
Sounds great, man.
After that, the crystal or the room disappears, and you find yourself now sitting, looking back at your party. None of them seem to have noticed anything different about you.
Dope. Alright, I'm going to bed.
All right. As you pass out, you see for a second Alice seems to be looking up, or seems to be kind of kicking in his dream or in his sleep. Something about daddy issues. You really don't pay attention too much. All right. Well, I could say squirrel issues if that'll make you feel better.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
that would.
Okay. Sorry. He starts screaming about squirrel issues and remembering something about a dragonborn who got shat on.
What's up, guys?
Fluffy new.
John, what would you like to do before you crash for the night?
Check to see if there's. We did set up camp. Like,
Yes.
Is this the same camp or a
Yes,
different one?
same camp, right outside the cave.
Check to see if anyone's been here.
No thing's been around, it seems like.
Okay, I thought I was supposed to be rolling. That would be it.
Alright, so you crash. Hey, Aaron, what would you like to do?
Oh.
Bes-
Hold on. We actually set watches.
Well, it's
No,
like 2 a.m., so what's the point?
that's exactly it. That's the point.
John's getting better at knowing me.
I'm just gonna write in my journal.
You have a
about,
journal?
like I have a book. Remember?
No.
And
Your
his
journal got
diary.
confiscated.
Yeah, I think.
Remember?
Confiscated?
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember all of your books got taken off of you when you guys returned back. Oh no, he wasn't there for that session. He was, I don't think. Yeah, all
He
your
wasn't
books.
there for that session, but all the books that Zilpip gave him was confiscated, including his journal.
Yes,
God damn
Yep.
it.
you have
Oh,
no
I'm gonna
books
have to
on you
buy.
anymore.
I'm gonna have to buy a new one.
Yep. All of your deepest diary thoughts are now in the Crimson Talons library.
Just steal it.
I'm not gonna steal it. It's in Red Room's personal library.
It actually is still, so
Is he reading it for entertainment?
I mean, you don't know what he's doing with it. There's
He
a good
watches
question.
us for entertainment, man.
No, that's Greg.
He wants to charge the Moby. Actually,
I don't want
No.
to charge the movie.
No.
no, not that. That's not what I'm rolling for. Zilpip, you do kind of feel like eyes on your shoulder as you do go to bed, like someone's been watching you this entire time.
Can I make an Arcana roll to see what I can find out about that?
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's see. You got a +7 to it.
Don't D&D and drive, kids.
Yeah, right.
I'll keep
No
on
bueno.
fucking.
Natural one.
Natural 1. Good news. You suddenly are staring at Greg.
What?
Fucking voyeur.
Greg, you and Greg are looking eye to eye. Greg just seems to be looking you dead in the eye like, what the fuck just happened?
Hey, bud. What's going on?
And with a snap, he just snaps his fingers and suddenly you're out like a light.
Damn.
Oh shit.
You think you may have given Greg a little bit of a fright. You have nightmares for the rest of the night thinking about Greg. All
Dang, dude.
all that comes to mind is him doing a nice. You end up in a bar with tavern wenches dancing on tables, and then you see Greg come out as the main entertainment, and it scares the living hell out of you.
Tricycle with Greg.
Oh god, no.
We're not going that deep into detail. All right, so Aaron, what do you want to do with your night?
I, I'll,
You'll what?
I'll sleep.
Okay.
So if
Fuck
there's
me and my
anything else-
rolls tonight.
it's not like
Um.
there's anything else I can do.
So you all pass out all at the same time and wake up the night the rest in the later in the morning. It's about 8 o'clock. As you're or as you guys wake up, nothing seems to be afoot. Surprisingly enough, you had a completely uninterrupted night of sleep with no one at watch. Um, you're not
Oh
sure if
boy.
it's the head of the queen that Aaron is currently carrying around with him, and that smell of the blood that he's dropping everywhere, that's just burning little paths behind him. Or if it's something else. But nothing seems to interrupt your guys' sleep. Now,
It's the Moby.
it's the Moby,
It's
yes.
Greg.
It's the Moby.
As you guys wake up, you start to think about what you want to make your plans. Zilpip starts to think about maybe explaining things out to the group on what he plans to do next, while the DM goes and runs to the restroom and grabs food.
Wait, before that
Sounds good.
happens, Zilpip, can I go take a leak? I gotta pee.
Well, he can explain his plans, and you can just come back.
Can I watch?
No, I'm talking about in character.
Oh,
I mean, sure. You
Can I
don't have
watch?
to ask me to pee, bro.
Can I watch?
I'm just
No. Hey, Aaron, you
No.
cannot watch.
Damn.
All right. So you go pee. Good for you.
Hey,
Roll a d20.
it's a very it's a very long pee.
roll,
okay?
roll a
Fuck off.
d20. Roll a d20 to see how
Very
vigorously you
long
pee.
To see how many minutes you pee.
Okay, so
20
what's the
minutes.
plan? What's the plan?
Oh yeah. All right, boys. Here's what's gonna happen. We're going to back to the city of Blazehold or Blazestone or Blaze whatever it's called. 420 Blazer. And we're not gonna stay here long. I don't know if this whole siege thing is still happening, but I don't want to be caught in the middle of it if it is. So we're gonna go back to the city, turn in our quest, probably try to get more gold from Greg, because this quest was bullshit. And we
Given the-
lost a party member, which we
Yeah.
can be.
Oh wait, isn't that like a 25% cut of our actual money from this?
I don't know, dude. But yeah, we're gonna turn in our quest, get a new one, and the first thing we're gonna do after that, no shopping, no nothing. We're heading out. We're
You're
teleporting.
not gonna talk
the
to
Elven City.
10x?
You're not gonna talk to 10x?
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, like we got the hide. We should do something with it. No?
All right, short, brief stop, very brief stop to go talk to 10x.
We're not gonna separate, that's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're not
That's-
separating. We're talking to 10x and we're teleporting out.
That's
Okay.
fine with me.
Talk to
So,
Greg,
That's just the
level
game
up,
plan. I'm
go
letting
to
you
the
all
thing.
know beforehand.
Fair enough.
All right. Yeah,
Are you
we
eating
got
a
our
burger?
No,
Are you eating a hot dog?
no,
A wrap?
Greg?
no.
Dick. Are you eating the Moby?
No, but Trent or Aaron, as he wakes up, feels that the Moby has suddenly found itself a hole. Or trying to push in.
Damn.
Oh no.
It's laying there. It's been waiting all night.
It's sentient too.
Dear God.
It's
It's
look.
Wolf 2.0.
It's trying to enter. I shall not let it.
All right, so we got our game plan, DM.
Okay, I'll save my pizza for a little bit.
Oh,
Alright.
so it was pizza.
Hopefully my beard isn't ruined now because I've got pizza sauce in it. Let me see.
I mean, that's practically the same thing, Dick.
What? No!
Don't ruin pizza
Tren,
for me, Trent, please.
I don't know
I
how.
mean, they taste the same, right?
Trent, I don't know what the
Oh
guy,
my God.
what Big Bubba at your school has been telling you, but stop believing him that pizza and dick taste the same because they don't, man. You need to really stop
the
sucking
DM
it.
would know better than anybody.
Actually, Fuka would, to be fair. Let's be honest here.
I never done that before.
Don't
so,
lie, Fuka. We know you have.
No, I haven't.
We know you
No.
needed
You're a
change for the bus
catcher.
stop.
No.
You're a
Fuka,
catcher.
you need your
No.
protein.
No.
And then walk home.
I'm not a swaller. Get that shit out of here. I'm a quitter.
I mean-
spitters
I
are
mean-
quitters, bitch.
Listen,
I
listen.
am a quitter because I'm
Hey,
not doing
listen,
it.
listen.
Would you do it?
Fuka, if you had the rose, you would totally do it, and you know it.
The
Is he
rose,
just
I
gonna
would.
stick it right
But
in
I
there?
don't. It's not D&D. So
Keep fighting for a few more minutes. I'm happy to sit here and eat.
Okay, we're done
Okay.
fighting.
Okay, we're done.
DM
Okay.
us back to the city.
God damn it. Guy tries to eat, gets interrupted by his players.
Mhm.
Hmm.
This, funnily enough, that was my dinner.
Well, that's great. You were eating dinner. I didn't get to eat. Alright,
Mhm.
so, as you guys start to head back to the city, given Zopip's plan, and now the plan you've told the entirety of the channel,
Yep.
alright. Woo! You, for a little bit as you're heading there, it takes about a couple days to get back. As you kind of start to notice there are giant footprints in the ground that are very uniquely shaped.
How
With
giant?
almost gargantuan. They're about it's 3 prongs and then one in the back, and then a prong in the back of it. You recognize this familiarity with one of the things that that Zopip had captured earlier, a Alexander sized footprint.
Oh yay! Squirrels!
Oh
Maybe I
God,
can
squirrel.
get a new
How
pet.
close are we to the city?
You're still about half a day's march from the city.
You guys
Just
wanna
focus on the plan.
Listen, if anybody's getting a pet out of the squirrel, it's me. Goddammit, I don't even have a pet.
Neither does
Oh,
anybody
yeah,
other than
yeah.
Zopip. Yes.
I have a pet.
I
Zopip
wanted
is
to.
Oh, that's right. Fuka does.
You done?
Yeah.
I wanted to go back to that mine where I found the Logthus
Mm-hmm.
and just get some more on our journey back.
Okay. You managed to make it back, take a little detour. It takes a little longer. Luckily, there are no squirrel footprints over in this area. You managed to go in there. Go ahead and give me a roll for that to see if you can mine some out.
Alright.
Unless
While
you,
he's doing that, can I inspect what the hell that just happened in my dream.
Yeah, go ahead.
In
Not 16.
Nat 16. Okay. You as you look about and start sending Zopip down or Pipliz to go down there and carve it out for you so you don't die.
I get 16 pounds of it.
You managed to get about 8 pounds of the stuff.
Yes!
However, a lot of it is still rock, so you will have to refine it a little bit.
That's
But
fine.
you get you assume by looking at you'll probably get about 2 pounds out of the 8.
So I have a 14 plus
One
either
sec.
an Arcana or an Insight for it.
Okay. I'll tell you here in a sec. Did you have something you wanted to say, Zopip? Maybe? No? Okay.
Who?
Oh, Zopip. That's it. Is there something else you wanted to say?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right, want to make sure. Okay. So Alice, as you start to inspect yourself, trying to figure out what the hell happened, you find a brand. You'll never guess where.
Where?
You've got a tramp stamp.
What?
Yes!
No!
It's a skull with scales on it.
It's an edgy tramp stamp. Oh,
God.
yeah.
A skull with scales on it?
Yep.
Motherfucker.
You you feel healthier after this. You feel a little bit better overall, and DM is completely not looking it up, trying to remember what the exact reading was. And you don't know, you feel like you're not. It just kind of feels strange to you. You don't feel old anymore. You're feeling younger, more youthful as things go on.
Huh.
Benjamin Button's disease.
With a tramp stamp on his ass. All right. But yes, so that's what you managed to get from it.
Oh, joy.
I'm sure he's getting a lot more than just that.
Oh god, you don't know how wrong that is if you knew the entire story behind
Yeah,
that.
he is.
Wincest, as they say.
No.
No, not please.
Incest is best.
We went Game of Thrones, boys. Let's keep going down the rabbit hole. All right. Otherwise, that's about all you're able to deem, and you start to head on back to the town, trying to figure out what was going on. As you get up to the town, you notice something kind of interesting. The dwarven armies seem to be now coexisting. There seems to be two armies joking and chatting. You see hill dwarf and mountain dwarfs drinking together, raising glasses, being all happy and such.
Cool. So we want to like enter the city.
No,
Go to Greg.
no one gives a shit. Our two armies that were about ready to tear each other apart are now talking to each other. No one cares. All right.
I care. I kind of want to
Can
chat
I-
with the I
yeah.
kind of want to chat with the mountain dwarves.
I want to try with the Hill Dwarves.
I'm gonna go with
Log, can I
both,
chat with them?
Okay.
Log, can I
while
chat with the mountain dwarves?
pretending to be one of them.
We had
No,
a game
no,
plan,
no.
boys.
Oh yeah,
But-
true.
Well,
True.
true,
we do,
but
we
I
do.
really want to chat with the mountain dwarves, seeing as it's where I come from. You know, they're my
Alright, bro.
peeps. They're my peeps. Just come pick me up later. You know.
Oh my
You
god, I
can
just
meet
said
us
we're
at the place where we're gonna teleport out.
Alright.
Wherever
No,
that
you
is.
never split the party.
Wherever the
Clerics in the
teleportation.
back.
Shut up, John.
Shut up!
No singing, John, unless you roll for performance.
Hey, can I do the
He's rolling.
performance? Like,
Yeah.
at least give a Okay, one sec.
If you want to go stand in front of these guys and do a performance, please feel free to roll and explain what you're performing.
I'm performing
Felicia.
a victory dance. Well,
did you just say Felicia?
Yes, he did. Go ahead.
fuck off, you giant ass bitch. Anyway, I'm doing a celebratory victory dance. I was taught from the Hill Dwarves,
All right.
and I had a 16 plus 6, so that's a 20.
And you're doing a dance?
Yes.
Damn it. Couldn't have sang. That would have saved me a few minutes. The DM's never gonna get to eat his pizza.
No, he's never not.
Give me a sec. I'm trying not to choke on a chicken, and shut up, that's not a euphemism.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is, boy. Choke
Not with
that
that
chicken.
attitude.
Alright.
I
Okay,
did say peace.
suddenly I'm missing John singing. Alright, so as you run up and start dancing in front of these men, they look at you drunkenly, and one goes, "Hey, who ordered the hooker?"
You want to dance or no?
Just kind of, one of them smiles, an older dwarf smiles at you and says, "Yeah, give me a personal dance in my own tent."
Okay then.
Oh shit.
Are we just gonna head on? Are we? Is it fade to
Yeah,
black?
me and
Fade to
Fraz.
black. Please fade to black. Please fade to black.
You know the DM's not like that. You won't let him eat his pizza, you're gonna get tortured too. Alright. We'll come back to Alice in a sec. Hey, Ron, you wanted to go talk to a mountain dwarf. You see a
I
couple.
just wanted to I wanted to chat with like a group of the mountain dwarves, you know.
You see a couple sitting around a fire drinking as you watch Alice go off and start dancing with an older mountain dwarf, or an older hill dwarf, and seems to be following him to his tent. You get the idea of it. You know exactly what's about to happen in there. But yes, this group of mountain dwarfs seem aged and veteraned. They seem to be drinking and joking. What would you like to talk to them about?
How's the siege been going, boys?
One of them looks up to you, the older gentleman, very grizzled, wearing no armor surprisingly, but carrying a great axe on his back, smiles and says, "Well, we didn't get to die in battle this day, but we got peace and a high king, apparently. Well, a holy king, as we're being told now.
Holy King, please tell me more. I'm intrigued.
Some boy that Elfstone is marrying his daughter to. Trinity? I think it's Trinity something. He's supposedly the son of a god. Who knows?
That doesn't sound like any good.
To be honest, it means no more war between the hill dwarves, these nasty bastards.
Yeah, they haven't been very hospitable to me either. And seeing as I'm from the Mountain Dwarfs territory as well, so
He looks at you and says, "You're human, I take it?"
yeah. How's Katiaki?
Oh, fuck. We heard about your
How's
father. I'm sorry to hear about your father.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Oh,
He's-
you knew already, huh? That he was sick.
He's sick. I thought he'd. Oh, what?
Yeah, he apparently signed on as the head of the elite guard for this Trinity fellow. Or female? Fuck, I don't know.
I heard of the elite guard thing. I
Yeah.
haven't.
Apparently, Legolas must have not have blessed him real well, because as soon as he signed on, he's been coughing up blood and been stuck in his bed.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
I could visit him. Oh,
From what I understand, it's something to do with crabs.
crab.
I don't know if it's what it is, but I tell you, it sounds painful. He's been coughing blood. Seems to be pissing it too.
You know what? That sounds like my dad.
He says, "Well, we don't know what's going on, but it's sad to see one of our noblemen die, especially out of battle.
Oh, shame.
Especially with this whole
Well-
war."
Well, do you mind if I eat a little bit and drink with you guys a bit, and then I'll head on my way? I have to meet up with a couple of my party members.
He smashes a bottle or a barrel or a mug into your chest, and it says, "Drink up. It's our favorite brand. We're drinking to an old friend of my father's."
All right.
As you take a drink, it's very spicy and it's very strong.
I like this stuff. What's it called?
He goes, "Fire whiskey,
Oh shit.
made
Full circle.
made by my father's best friend. Shame what happened to the guy, but he was a good guy."
Oh god. We're gonna need to hold an intervention.
Trent, give
First
me a
sip, it's
Trent, give me a
immediately
con save.
intervention.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Sure.
Plus
God.
5, plus 5.
You
Plus-
will be left behind.
I got I got a 21 in total.
I don't know how to say this. suddenly things start to spin as you take a sip and another sip. It gets darker and darker. Next thing you know, everything goes dark.
I see.
All right, Alice. You are suddenly walking into the tent with a finer older gentleman, a noble soldier, or a hill dwarf soldier who seems to be one of the commanders of his unit, and he seems to be watching you as you sway into his tent. What would you like to do?
Um, I would like to first take a quick glance on the inside of the tent to see if there's any worth of value in there.
Oh my god, he's as much a rogue as me.
He's more of a rogue than you. You've never robbed people by seducing them.
No. Jesus.
Natural evil. What the hell you expect? I mean, neutral. Jesus.
Natural. You surely are a natural evil.
Give me a second.
Now I'm scared though about leaving the rose with him.
He's just gonna make it.
So you see something that catches your eye. There's a pink metallic ring sitting in there with a symbol of with the two gender symbols interlocked with each other. It just seems to be sitting there.
Oh my god, I know. Pook is gonna love this.
He knows what it is. He helped me design this, or he was there when I was designing this thing.
My oh my. What is that little ring over there?
Ah, yes. A piece of a little thing I got off of a nobleman, an elven nobleman, when we were fighting them.
Oh, do tell.
I managed to cut the boy in half. He was so proud. Cut him down straight through the middle. Didn't stand a chance, the poor kid. Tried to cast some weird spell on me. Ugh. Managed to catch one of my soldiers, just a woman. Managed to convince her to some magic that got her to start turning on us. We had to cut her down as well. I don't know what the ring does. I won't wear it, but it's too small
May
for
I
my
wear it?
fingers. You want me to give up a treasure of this from one of my battles to a random whore?
I mean, it may be the last.
What do you mean?
No, nothing of the
You
sort.
might
What
die in
the-
battle.
He looks at you and starts to pull his sword out and says, and points at you.
No. I am not here to kill you. Never in the world. I'm just a random whore. What do you expect me to do?
He looks at you up and down and says, you're well seasoned there, boy. I'm not so as dumb to not see the fact that you've been in battle.
Battle. Me? Really?
You suddenly start to feel rather intimidated by this man, as he is getting closer and closer to you with his blade, looking you up and down.
I mean, if that's what you want to call the thing, go ahead.
No, this is his actual blade. It doesn't seem he's taken much of a fancy to you. It seems he's more annoyed by your presence now.
Okay. Can I roll a seduction?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a charisma check.
plus 4. 22.
Are you fucking kidding me? Wait, no. Fuck! This dice! It's a natural 1 and a 2. You managed to seduce the man. He looks at you and puts his sword down and starts to take off his gear and says, alright, just lay down.
Oh my. So no ring?
He looks at you and says, you can have the ring once I'm done.
My.
Oh,
Let's
God.
have a very wild night.
Stop.
Alright,
Oh,
and from there we'll move on to the next character group. Because otherwise Fraz is going to get really uncomfortable.
I'm already getting uncomfortable.
It's alright, Trent. The Moby's going to find its own way in. God damn it. So, John and Zilpip, as you enter the city, as you watch your two cohorts walk off and do their own thing, the city seems pretty lively. People are having fun, trading, deals are going on. You see 10X on his little palisade with his sons rolling him around, literally, as he's heading back to his shop. You see now, as he gets up to his shop, now he's got 3 shops open right next to him. 2 of them seem to be smithing shops now, and the other one next to that seems to be a potion shop.
Alright. Might as well go talk to him.
As you walk up, you see him and he smiles and says, "Ah, Kung Pao!"
What up, buddy?
He smiles, "I have got something for you."
Oh yeah, what's that, man?
He hands you a vial and says, "I may have found something that might be of use to you. Drink this whenever you're in trouble."
Piplis.
I cast
Piplis.
identify.
God, fuck you! No, you can't. You're out of spell slots.
We slept.
Piplis cast identify.
Yeah.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
you. Piplis dead. Alright, he's got 2 spell slots left.
Yeah,
This-
he went to sleep.
This is a potion that cures paralysis temporarily.
Oh shit.
I don't know if Wolf actually heard that, if he's there. Oh, he's typing.
Cut out.
What do you type? Oh, I cut out. Can you hear me now, Wolf? Let me know if you can. Can you hear me now?
Dude, stop. It's bad enough I done this. Stop.
I don't know if Wolf. I think Wolf is disconnected for a sec. Give him a sec. Maybe he's got bad connection.
I cast Crucify.
God damn it.
What?
Nothing.
I'm just casting Crucify.
No. Just no.
I'm casting Crucify. What seems to be the problem?
Everything.
It's rude.
Mm-hmm.
That hurts my feelings.
I hope it does. Give me a sec. I'm adding the custom item anyways.
Kung Pao chicken?
No.
Aaron
Spell.
cannot hold his.
No, you are a 16-year-old boy. So it was expected.
I'm not 16 though.
That's true.
Your singing made his dogs bark.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry guys, I'm back.
Yeah,
Alright.
Aaron's age is 25.
Shut up, Tren. So, Zilpip, as you identify it with Piplis' spell, Piplis whispers
We
into your...
had a long rest, but sure.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, that's true. You do have a long rest. I forgot about that. Yeah,
But
everyone
Piplis can cast it.
everyone make sure to do your long rest on your character sheets, please, if you need it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, so as you're looking at this thing, you notice that it's a very unique potion. You've never seen something like this before, but apparently it's a potion for temporary paralysis cure. And from what you understand of looking at this is an item that could actually, it doesn't matter whether it's a spell effect or if it's an actual birth defect. You gain
Oh,
full
shit.
mobility.
Interesting.
However, this doesn't necessarily mean that your muscles can suddenly move if they've never been used before.
I'll
That's
have
fair.
to. I'll have to bulk him up.
Shoves the Moby in. Bulk up! Damn it!
Wear me like a puppet.
Oh no, that's so wrong. That's almost as bad as Owlus. Yes.
I'll use you as. I'll use you as the sheath.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
So yes, he looks at you and says, "I saw and I've heard. I looked into your history and your past a little bit after doing some research on your house, and I found out about your situation. I'm working on a fix. No member of House Kung Pao, especially the heir to the house, in a house so rich as yours, should have to deal with something like this.
Oh, thanks so much, bud.
Of course,
That's so nice of you.
it might cost a little bit of a penny. In exchange, I expect if I'm able to figure it out and cure it, to be able to open up a shop on your noble house's lands with no
I don't
tax."
see a problem with Asia.
He smiles and says, "All right. Now, you said you had armor for me."
Hell yeah, dude. And I bring out the 1.5 pounds of fucking queen hide
Can we keep
out
the
of the
head?
bag of holding.
Well,
Can we keep the
Aaron's
head?
currently carrying the head, and he just passed out drunk in the middle of an army.
God damn
Son
it.
of a bitch.
I mean, no one thought to take it from him, and Alice definitely won't have it. The head's
I
too
mean,
big.
I don't know why the DM just keeps making it so I can't hold my alcohol.
Well, I mean, because you're not a dwarf, and humans don't drink typically fire
He
whiskey.
rolled a 21 con save, dude.
I know. And I set the con at 24, so um plus I'll explain why here in a minute. I'll explain. Relax, stop bitching. God, trust the
Let him
DM.
have you, bitch.
I know, the DM's an asshole,
Bitch,
accept
bitchy,
that.
bitchy,
Um
bitchy.
so anyways, as you are sitting, or as he looks at this, he takes a second and says, "Well, I think I could convince one of the boys to do something with this. I have an armor smith and a weaponsmith. What do you want made with this?"
How sharp is that
I
blade?
know. Sorry, what?
How sharp is the blade, like from the tail?
Well, you don't know. You haven't tried to cut anything with it, and you didn't really watch it in combat. So,
Yeah, so
Well,
I asked them.
oh, okay. He looks at you and says, well, the tail of its own could probably be made into a blade by itself. It's big enough. Probably a long sword or a short sword, depending on how you want it cut.
You guys should sharpen my use like
No,
attach the tail to my Mobi.
no.
Add even more
Hey.
reach.
Go ahead, Zopip.
John, do you want a short sword?
If it's gonna be better than a normal one, is it gonna be better than a normal
Yes,
one?
it will do acid damage.
Sure. If no one else wants it.
Alright.
Solid. Can
Alright.
you please cut this tail into a short sword?
Short sword, short sword.
He's like, okay, yeah, I can make that. Let me get the elven boy over here, and he yells out, "Come out here, you damn little shit! I didn't buy you to slack off." And you see a young elven kid who's about, you'd guess, roughly around 16-ish, come out, very blonde, very fair-skinned, very high pointed ears, and very high elvish looking. From the high elves you've seen, Zilpip and John. Both of you have had experience with dealing with him. Zilpip, of course, having experience dealing with him as a nobleman, and John through his travels. And 10x looks at you and says, "Ah, all right, he'll take care of that. I'll have it. I'll have it inscribed and see if I can't get a spell or two on it for you."
Solid. Thank you very kindly.
Of course. What? And you want full plate of out of the skin?
Yeah, as many as you can give me.
I can probably give you about 2 sets of full plate.
Who's gonna use full plate apart from? Oh, no wait, is it
We
gonna be a
can sell
monk?
the other full plate.
Oh yeah, true, true. It goes for like okay.
It goes for a lot.
Because normal, just regular full plate is 1,500 gold.
So imagine what this.
Acid immunity full plate. That's gotta be
Double
pretty high penny.
more.
He looks at you and says, "Are you thinking of selling this? Because I only see 2 of you, and I know you wouldn't wear something like this."
Yeah, I am thinking of selling it.
All right, if you're only looking to sell the one, I'll give you, say, 5,000 gold pieces.
Up. Be a little bit ballsy. I whisper. Be a little bit ballsy.
5,000? I mean,
7,000,
isn't
but you get 2 full meals from House Kung Pao. I'm talking 2 full meals for you.
Looks at you for
Kung Pao
me.
chicken.
I'll tell you what. For me, I'll do it for 6,000.
6'5".
He looks John in the eye and says, 6,500. What would I get for 6,500?
I just look at Zilpip.
I swear to God, if you mention me, I'm gonna kill you all.
6.5 sounds reasonable.
All right.
Yeah.
6,500 gold, and I expect those 2 meals here within at least the next month.
Sounds good. I'll talk to my people.
Good. Do you need a second, Wolf, to get in your house or whatever?
Yeah, give me just a sec.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break while the DM sits here and eats on stream.
you can watch him eat?
Quick,
Whatever
do
floats your
something
boat.
stupid.
Don't do something.
Drink some more Firewind.
Fire whiskey, please no. No, just no.
You drink,
Mm-hmm.
you drink.
Oh my god, this is good.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Here,
I hope you can hear it.
it's very moist, but it's also a little crunchy.
God damn it, Trent. Maybe I'll just start singing again.
No,
Uh-huh.
no.
Not
Please
if I
no.
sing first.
Go ahead, John.
Neither of you.
I
Please
dare
no.
you.
Actually, I'd rather.
Go ahead, John. Let's sing us your favorite song for the party.
Mm,
Eh,
This is your chance, John. Come on.
I got nothing.
You're always singing. Don't split the party. Come on.
I- God, wait.
As Trent
Um,
goes ahead and moans in the background.
Oh my god.
Stop. I can mute you, you know.
Please don't. I'll be lonely.
What's
Oh.
new? You always are.
Oh god. Leave him alone.
I mean,
feeling. I feel verbally abused.
just verbally.
I haven't been physically abused so far.
Oh, give it time.
Damn it.
I mean, if John doesn't want to sing, I'm gonna start singing.
I'll sing.
Please no. No.
Alright, I'm back, idiot. No
Oh
singing.
god, thank god.
I was just getting ready. I was clearing my throat too. Um, damn it.
Time to have my last meal, boys.
All right. So as 10x looks at it, he says, "All right, we'll make the deal. I can set up the full plate with some interesting magic to it if we can get this wizard boy getting it done. I should have both the blade and the armor done by next week."
Sounds good. Sounds good.
He
Can I
smell.
talk to your wizard boy?
You can, but the boy's a mute.
That's fine. That's fine.
I mean, you can still talk to him.
That's true. He can hear.
I meant, you know what? Never mind.
10x just kind of
Telepathically?
10x just kind of looks at you, John, for a second, says, and just nods and says, "Yes, I understand."
Alright.
What would you like to say to the elven boy?
What's your name, boy?
The boy just nods and puts up one finger, and then creates an X.
X.
1x.
1X. 1X.
That's, I actually thought his name was going to be X.
You're not sure if it's X or if it's just 1X at this point. Who knows?
Alright. 1X. So you're a wizard, huh?
He nods.
You need to carry this conversation, Zilpip.
What?
You need to carry this conversation, Zilpip. It's not like he's going to be able to reply.
That's true.
Do you like it here, X?
He nods his head.
Wow.
Blink once if you're telling the truth, blink twice if you're not.
He blinks 3 times.
What the fuck, dude?
He starts to kind of giggle, but it sounds like more like rasping, kind of like Alice after a night with a mountain dwarf.
Open your mouth, X.
He just shakes his head.
X, open your mouth.
He shakes his head more violently and puts up
X,
his
open your
fingers.
mouth. 10X.
He starts to cast a spell at you.
Oh yeah? What's he casting?
Oh my god.
Minor castration.
Okay, so you need to stop bullying the kid. Stop it.
Casting
It
minor.
was funny, and then
What's he casting at me?
Give
I
me a
wanna
second.
know.
I'm pulling it up. Give me 2 seconds.
Minor castration.
Dear
I
god,
will
no.
burn this market to the fucking ground.
A small bolt of fire shoots out of his fingers.
Oh yeah.
Fine.
Does it
Painful.
hit me?
Yeah, well, roll to save, or do you need me to roll for you?
That's not a roll. It's an attack roll. Firebolt.
That's
I know
true.
what it is.
Give me a sec. To pull up the full
Grand
screen.
Mage, bro.
All
I know
right.
what I'm here.
Yes. So let's make us. All right. That's a nat
I think
20.
17 or 18 is
Well,
my
that-
AC.
Well, that was a nat 20, but I confirmed with a 2, so you're not gonna get killed, luckily. That does 1d10 of damage.
2d10 for the
1
whole.
d10. He's lower level, so
Oh.
and he's not very good at his job. That is 4 points of damage to Zilpip as he is lit on fire and he is like trying to scream and run past you.
Oh, that's cute. You got a cute kid, 10x.
10x just continues to eat what he was eating on earlier. You notice there's a bucket of chicken bones sitting on the side.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Favorite fat man. I'm not saying that out loud, by the way.
I hope not, because you don't want him to sit on you. That's a spell you can't fight. Plus you don't know much about 10x, but he's got a history to his life, so the boy runs up and just kind of starts shaking 10x and pointing at you, and 10x kind of looks and says, get away from me, I'm eating.
Hey. 1x.
The kid looks
Come
at
here.
you kind of scared.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I want to teach you something.
He looks frightened as all hell and cautiously walks towards you.
Teach you how to suck this dick.
Oh my god, no.
What are you gonna do, Zilpip?
What are you gonna do to him?
We can't hear you, man, so. Yeah, your mic's muted, man. I don't know what's going on. He's like saying something, but we can't hear. I just see the mic activate and it doesn't do anything. Okay, he's rejoining.
Wolf.
Give him a sec.
Wolf.
He's rejoining.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, welcome
Yeah.
back.
Not at all. All right. Yes.
I want to teach the kid identify.
Oh my god.
God damn it. No. Fuck you. The kid fails. Leave. That spell is not going to anybody else. Damn it.
Teach him identify. Teach him right now.
He gets a natural 1 when trying to learn it, and he almost blows himself up. Congratulations.
Okay, attempt to teach him again.
Shut up. I will mention, Zilpip and John, both of you give me perception checks real quick, could you?
I don't have my character.
I have your character sheet, so just roll the d20 and I'll tell you what you get.
18, 7, 25, 25.
mean-
4.
4, that's 7 for you. Okay. You both notice that there are, interestingly enough, you hear a loud commotion off in the distance, towards where you remember the circus, and then you just see a random dragonborn, a metallic dragonborn, running past you guys.
Can I try to trip him?
Wait.
You are the biggest asshole ever. Yeah, go ahead.
Metallic Dragonborn just running
Listen,
past?
it came from a circus. I know who that person is. I'm involved somehow.
All right, John, go ahead and roll.
Dex save,
Oh.
Dex.
Dex check, yeah. He's gonna do a dex save.
20.
All right, he got a 14. He looks. Immediately as he comes past you, you stick your foot out.
I'm also gonna do it really discreetly, so can I also roll stealth?
You don't need to. He already tripped. It's okay.
Sleight of foot.
I like that sleight of foot. Your large foot kind of pushes out a little bit, and the dragonborn face plants into the dirt or into the cobblestone road. Looks up you grimacingly, and you see.
I'm gonna try to pick him up and ask if it's okay.
As
You
you
are an asshole.
As you pick him up, you see a human coming around the corner that you recognize as Brutus, one of V's employees who guards the slaves, and comes to start charging up to you and says, "That is my property. Put him down."
Oh, it's me.
Oh, Jay, how you doing?
Yeah, buddy. I'm just gonna go do a quick handshake.
As you shake the man's
Secret
hand,
handshake.
he smiles and says, I got good news for you. Via's got a new apprentice named I.
I okay.
Wish he was named A.
No.
Then it would be Vad.
He's
I
like,
mean, where's he come from?
I, from what we understand, comes from the far out in the east. We don't know. V picked her up somewhere. A little after he dropped you off, and then he dropped her off somewhere else.
I see.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
He smiles and laughs. Says, I'll be taking that Dragonborn if you don't mind.
What happened to the security? Why'd you escape?
A damn dog, or a damn dog
A
came
dog?
running out, and then there was a child that unlocked it. The child got fired. You know the kid that we picked up over out in the Gnomish lands. Kid took my key, saying he was gonna fee it, let the Dragonborn run, and then this dog took off. I don't even know what's going on, to be honest.
Yo, you had a gnome as a slave?
No, he wasn't a gnome. He was a kid. He was a human kid. We took him on because he was poor and needed somewhere to go.
Well, that's
You know how V is. He just likes to take in anything that moves and breathes and looks like it's in bad shape. I don't get it. And then he teaches them how to kill people and then just tosses them out to go do whatever they do. I don't understand it. How many people have died because of this man?
he is a worshiper of chaos.
Truly.
How many additions has he made? Fuck.
Bruce looks at you and says, "Well, I think you're the 23rd in the alphabet at this point."
Wait, what?
Yeah. He's got 2 sons too, apparently. I don't know much about him, but one of them I know is back in the Elven lands. I don't know what happened to the other. Good question. Who knows?
So, Mr. Dragonborn, what's up?
The Dragonborn doesn't seem to understand you at all.
Even though I can speak,
Do you speak Draconic?
No, I don't. No. What the hell? I'm pretty sure no.
Nope.
Whoops.
Yep, so he doesn't seem to understand you at all.
Zilpip?
I don't know. I don't have my character sheet up.
Let me see. Does Zilpip speak?
Communicate.
Zilpip does not know
Oh, yeah.
Dragonborn. Or Draconic.
Comprehend language.
Fuck you. God damn it.
Cast
Stop.
that on-
You're gonna use it on him?
What?
Are you gonna cast it onto someone or use it on yourself? Or it's a self spell.
Cast that on
Oh.
me.
Okay. God
Yep.
damn. Why do you have to be useful? Stop being a jack of all trades here. God damn it. The
That's
drag
the party, bro.
the Dragonborn freaks out and saying, "Toutler shall die."
No.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of.
John, you can't understand him.
All right.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Zilpip, translation.
Who's Toutler, bro?
He says, "The Dragonborn tyrant that the damn fornicators left back there.
Fornicators?
Time fornicators, those assholes.
Oh yeah, those guys.
They left a genocidal maniac in charge after one of them ate the king. Literally ate the thing. He ate a full
Oh.
dragon. It's
Wait, really?
yes."
Holy crap, that's terrifying.
Spooky.
John, shut up.
Listen, it's really hard to fucking pretend to be surprised when you actually know what happened.
Fraz,
Yeah.
what do you want me to ask him?
No, I'd say that's it. I'm gonna give him back to Brutus.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
all right.
I
Well,
mean, do you have
looks like
anything else you
nothing.
wanted to ask?
Toutler, sorry, bud.
All right. Brutus takes him and smiles, says, "All right, have a good day, Jay. Look, I hear Eyes joining the Crimson Talon. You guys should head back there and meet her little party."
Son of a bitch. No,
He smiles.
Sounds good.
Also, I've got news, Jay. V sent you a letter. Did you get it?
Uh-huh.
Did you get the full thing? You know how he is about his
Probably not.
weird messaging thing. He always sends 2.
I'm gonna say no.
I'll make sure to mention it to him and have him send it again. The man, he has sent so many messages to the he told me one he was sending one to some guy about my mother, and then it came to me. I almost killed the man for that. I tell you, damn bastard. And Brutus walks off. All right, that's you captured one of the 7 Dragonborn slaves. Be proud.
Nice.
Um.
All right, let's go talk to Greg.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you guys head off in that direction, we're gonna jump back to Alice. Alice, as after laying with the hill dwarf, man, you wait till he passes out and make sure to give him as much to drink as possible. Make sure he stays passed out, and start to look through his things. I assume.
Mm-hmm.
First thing you add to your inventory, go ahead and add the Ring of Lust.
Mm-hmm.
You already done that, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing you find is about 10 gold pieces that you can keep for yourselves with the high mountain king known as Alfstone, and that's about all that seems worthwhile in here.
High King?
Yes, the king of the mountain dwarves. He was known as the High King.
Okay, can I get any information about him to see? Well, any information about the dwarf that I slept with?
As you look about, you read or you find a little journal of his, with a name as Jax Stone. The symbol on the front of the journal is the same as the High King's noble house, from what you recall.
I'm going to quickly write. Jesus, sorry about.
No worries.
I'm gonna quickly draw that insignia down and hide it.
Okay.
And then I quickly find what is it? Aaron.
Okay. As you head out of the tent with your new ring and your 10 gold, you see Aaron laying next to a campfire with a bunch of mountain dwarves who seem to be laughing as they are trying to poke him with the giant halberd known as the Moby. He is
God damn it.
passed out completely.
Okay, I search for a bit. Well, I look and notice that the damn what is it? The head gone. Right? Head is gone, right?
Yes, the head is gone.
Okay. Do I wake him up or do I find a head?
Do I let my buddy be molested by a 3-foot dildo? Do I go look for a
10.
well, the stick may be 10 feet, but the whole thing isn't that big.
Still shove it all the way
Okay.
through.
He wants that whole thing up. If you're gonna do it right, damn it, is what
Fucking-
Trent's thinking is at this point.
Exactly.
Taller than you.
It is.
Doesn't
Okay.
matter. I'll find a way.
I first go to Trend and I bring out my vampire bat and poke him with the what is it? The base of the stick to wake him up.
Aaron
It's not a
wakes
full
up.
moon.
Aaron wakes up saying that, but more as a joke than anything else. Aaron,
Go to hell.
you suddenly feel something poking you in the ass.
Excuse me, who's trying to use the Moby on me? That's mine. Thank you very much.
The
There's
mountain.
the head.
Wait, which head? Because there's 2 heads in this situation.
There's actually 3 heads in this situation. My head, the Moby, and the alien queen.
Where is the one you're supposed to carry?
Oh, it's right here. I point at my head.
You sure it's there?
Oh, the alien head. I check for the alien head. Do I find it?
You don't see anything.
Wow.
Although, as you look about, you do notice going off to one of the tents on the side. There's like little bits of the ground have been melted.
I point at that and I'm like, there. I'll get the head. And I'll feel, excuse me, I'm going to find my Moby. Where is my Moby? I need my Moby.
Well, it's currently laying on your ass, as one of the mountain dwarves is still holding it, seeing as Alice did not stop them.
Okay, I'm gonna get my Moby.
Come on, let's grab the head.
I am trying to.
the,
Wrong
ma-
head, dumbass.
the mountain dwarf smiles at you and says, "Ah, you're a good sport. There you go." He seems drunker than you.
I look over
Alright,
to the
alright,
mountain,
boys. See
the
ya.
mountain
See you
dwarf.
later.
Okay.
I'm just gonna follow
Okay.
Fuka.
Okay.
Alright, let's go get this damn alien queen.
As you enter into the tent, you look and there's a man sitting there with the exact same sigil you just drew, Alice, above his head while he's sitting at his desk with the queen's head sitting off to the side. And he just looks at you for a second and says, "The hell are my guards doing?"
Oh, they're drunk by the campfire. We need that head.
Yeah, that's
You
my.
Do you
That's,
know
that's
who
ours.
I am?
That's our head.
Shush for a minute. Can I? Let me roll a history check on this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Said the same sigil, right?
Yes.
Well, he knew what the sigil was.
House.
I don't know.
Yes, of House Stone.
Let's see. 8 plus 4, 12.
This looks like from the paintings you've seen in your travels. This looks like Elf Stone, maybe a little older.
Are you, by any chance, the Elf Stone?
He looks at you and says, yes, unfortunately, yes.
Figure as much.
Yeah, it's been a great day.
My apologies, sire, but we do need that head.
You mean this head my soldiers found?
Yeah. Shush for a minute. Shush.
Unfortunately, they found it and gave it to me as a gift for our sacrifice and giving up the throne, unfortunately. Thanks to somebody. He looks up at the skies.
I'm gonna need you to step out for a minute. Things are about to get a little frisky.
Round 2, here we go. Oh no.
What are you talking about? I want to
Get
watch
out.
this.
Get out.
I'm watching.
You're way too young for this shit. Get
Like
the fuck
like
out.
Alice is not used to dealing with company.
Fine, if you want to stay. I roll persuasion on him.
All right, roll persuasion. What are you gonna say to him?
Can I roll insight to watch every single muscle move?
Shut up.
Well,
God.
You roll off the strap by your shoulder.
I
just let
got
him
a
loose a bit.
16 plus a 6. That's a 22.
He looks at you. What do you say to him to convince him?
Anything that is anything that is basically tries to get his arousal. I'm not gonna go into depth. Fuck off now.
He smiles at you and says, "Boy, it hasn't worked in years."
Give me your dwarven man titties.
Oh my God, no.
No.
He looks at you and says, "Yeah, there's been no attention or soldier at attention for years. Good try. I'm immune to charm."
God damn me.
No, but you're not immune to the Moby. Get over here.
Oh god.
That's all you.
He pulls his sword out and says, "All right, boy, let's go."
It was a joke, sir. It was just a joke.
He's like, "I get nothing but arousal from fighting young men like yourself. Let's go."
Not to the death of
And
poor
he
Chance.
starts charging forward with his greatsword.
Can I run?
You can.
Both should.
I'm going to run too.
All right. Nice cooing. As you run out the door, there's an angry berserking dwarf chasing your ass, yelling, "I'm coming for that booty, boy. Come here."
Mongoose 15, DM.
I know.
Chill bait.
He continues to chase after you guys as you enter into the walls and the guards stop him.
I'm just gonna scream. I'm jailbait.
You're not the only one.
All right. As the guards stop the raging and very aggressively, let's say, focusing dwarf and king, you guys manage to escape off and chase after Zopip and John back to the meetup location. As they arrive at the gates to the Crimson Talon, Zopip, you notice that the queen's head is gone, and both Aulus and Aaron seem a little disturbed.
And a little bit tired from all the running.
Yes, they seem to be sweating pretty hard.
Hey boys,
Where's the fucking head?
where's my head?
It's right there, and I point at his crotch.
Ugh,
It's right there. I point to his head.
God. Okay, so here's the rundown. Um, Bozo over here got drunk off of fire whiskey, and the high mountain dwarf has it, and we try to get it back. But fun fact, he's immune to charm. So
He
yeah,
can't get it up.
no, he gets it up by fighting him.
Yeah, he tried to fight me.
Didn't want to know what happened after that. I just wanted to leave. I felt very disturbed.
There goes that fucking amazing trophy then.
Still got the eggs. Okay.
I'm
Forgot to
just
get the eggs
turning
back
and
to
walking
10x.
the fuck around into the Crimson Talon. I'm
It's
All
just
right.
that he forgot to
Not
give
happy.
the egg.
He still got it. He's got it in his bag
Yeah.
of holding. He's had it in his bag of holding. He has.
He
Don't you
forgot
have?
to
Doesn't
give it
Zilpip have
back.
3?
I have
You
3.
forgot to
Yeah.
give it to 10x if you wanted to.
Oh.
Since, you know,
What?
He's keeping one
Hell
for
no.
himself, and he's giving one to Greg at
Kill
least.
myself.
So yes, as you walk up to the gate that has the for the entrance into the Crimson Talon's courtyard and area of the city, the guard standing there looks at you and says, "Oh, the Grim Legacy. We've been awaiting you. Greg has an urgent quest for you lot."
oh god.
From
We
what
need
I,
to talk to Greg in person now.
he says, "Yes, sir. Give me a second. I'll get the gate open." And he starts to crank it. He says, "By the way, just as a heads up, Greg's in a sour mood. There's a new group joining up today, and you know how he is with newbies."
Yeah.
God damn it.
As you walk in, you see a very tall man in a lot of full armor. There's nothing. You don't see any skin, but you just see full armor everywhere, poking at a shrub that seems to be screaming at him.
Oh,
Well, isn't that abuse?
yes, Bastion.
As you
That's
continue,
fun.
as you just kind of walk past it, trying to avoid the situation, ignore the sadistic thing. You just you head back up or back to the back area. You also notice at this point that there's someone that seems to be following you. For a second, it seems John's the only one who seems to notice this at all with his naturally high perception. That there's a human with horns following you guys back. And she doesn't seem, or you immediately notice it's a woman. She doesn't seem very dangerous. She's more curious than anything, and seems very new, very fresh meat looking. She doesn't look as worn as you a lot do.
Oh no.
Honestly,
Greg's gonna have fun with her.
you feel
Yeah.
innocent. You see the
Poor
innocence,
thing.
John, in her eyes.
I wanna pick him up.
You don't see them around. John's the only one who notices her.
I stopped and I turn around.
You don't notice. You have no reason to turn around at this point.
Yeah, that's total metagaming, bro.
Yeah. So as you guys head back or head into the little thing, John, you notice the girl keeps watching you from the window as you kind of ignore her at this point. You know, she's not really doing anything. Nor does she seem a threat to you. And you guys start chatting with Greg as he is sitting there, and he's been cussing on the radio every 5 minutes since you guys have gotten in here. It seems that a bunch of people have been entering into this area that the guard captain at the gate has been asking about. And Greg finally,
Hey, buddy.
after getting off the phone, he looks at you and says, "God damn it. Did you at least kill the queen? I had no idea until the guy came back here and told me that was meant for higher experienced adventurers. I had no idea."
Yep. She's
Can we
dead.
get a raise?
We need more money than
The only amount of money I'll give you at this point is only about 1,000 gold pieces. That's all I have available. I got a new group in here. I gotta get started. I can't afford to pay you anymore until I get them set up.
all you have available for a beast like that.
How about we just do an interest sort of thing, you know? You
I'll
just pay
tell
us
you
back
what.
later.
I'll bump your rank in exchange for this.
Really?
How many?
Done.
All right, you're gonna be bumped up 1 rank in the group, and as soon as he says that, your crystal changes to red, and now has new information written into it, which I will update at the end of the session.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Wait,
we won't.
Greg, I have a question.
Okay. He looks at you and
I
just
pull-
nods.
I pull out the insignia. Well, the insignia I drew and hand it to him. by any chance, can I have information on this insignia by definition?
That's House Stone's insignia. That's the ruling house of the Mountain Dwarves, or at least used to be until Trinitas has taken over as the Holy Dwarven Emperor. Ugh.
I see.
Yeah, there's a big game going on amongst the gods right now. It seems like something's shaken up. Legolas apparently isn't happy with his position. But I do have good news. We have a pope now.
A what?
Yeah, the High King named a human as his mortal vessel, to which the other gods have had to swear fealty. Even Hastur's dead now. You know, it's been a whole shakeup.
Who rules the god of death? Who's the realm of death?
Oh, some asshole named something with a K. He's from House Venkas, from what I understand. He's one of the legendary heroes that travel along with Legolas, Logger, the Crimson Shield. I don't remember what his name was. I know he was a demon at some point, supposedly.
I see.
He became the new god of death.
Yeah, he's new. He doesn't have any subordinates yet, but it also means that all the gods serving under Hastur were made mortal again.
Excuse me for a minute. I gotta leave momentarily.
Please don't
have
come
to-
back, please. Please, for the love
I
of...
won't. I'm not gonna come back for a moment.
Please
Yeah.
come back as I stroke my Moby.
Stop it, Zopip. I'm actually typing that in to remember what to do after the session. Unless you want me to suddenly write that into your character, don't do it. You might want to delete that now. Here, I'll help you with it. So, yes, he looks. He says, "I have a quest for you. We've got a request from an Elven king named." He thinks for a second. I fucking don't know. No, Galmara or some shit like that. He's a high elven king in the eastern lands. When the last place the Red Barons were seen before they disappeared.
Interesting.
He says,
What's he want?
he's got a problem. Apparently he needs a recovery of one of the Red Barons' corpses. So that's all I know.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Apparently, have you guys heard the legend, or do I need to explain it to you?
No, we've heard.
All right. Yeah.
Excuse me.
What?
I haven't.
Oh boy. God, I hope you run into I hope you run into the High King of the Dwarves or the Mountain Dwarves.
I did.
Oh, you don't look worse for wear. You wear it really well, kid.
Thanks, man.
So the Red Barons, they took on a quest to kill an ancient red dragon. Ran into an ancient vortex dragon. They fought both at the same time because one of them stupidly fucked up because he was too drunk to realize that there were two dragons in there rather than just one. And instead of waiting to till one took off, he decided to fight both. It's a great day. Well, the party supposedly after that vanished. We don't know what happened to them. We know at least most of them die, except for V, who of course you know is running the circus around here.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you.
Oh,
So,
other warning.
Whose corpse are we dealing with?
Well, I don't know. You'll have to ask him. He wouldn't specify. He did say that this quest could earn you a nobility position if you end up doing well.
I'm gonna say no to that.
He says, "Oh, but we should get to your guys' levels first and get you into the doctors to get everything taken care of, so you can get everything set to go."
Sounds good.
He says, "All right, head back to the back room. You guys should be all right." All right, for levels to do this, everyone gains one level, except for Aaron. You are now level 4.
Sweet.
So
For
everyone else should be at just one level increase, which I think is mostly level 3.
level 4. Boo, boo, boo. There
I'll
we
give you a
go.
minute to
Confirm.
update everything if you need to for your character sheets.
Oh, I need to do the. Oh, sweet! I can have Battlemaster.
Yeah, thank Wolf for that one. He had to go through and actually set that up for us.
Thank you, Wolf. Love you, Daddy.
Oh, not on stream. Come on. Ugh,
Ooh, I get tools. Choose proficiency in any tool.
you are a tool.
Thank you. I'll do
Well,
smith's tool.
Oh.
Hey, Zelpip, you're gonna teach me how to smith.
Zopip doesn't know how to smith off on his own yet, I don't think.
Doesn't know how to
No,
smith.
you
Does he
don't?
know how to
Us.
smith? Oh, he does know how to smith. Fair enough. Yes. So as you guys are sitting there, the doctor comes in and starts looking at each of you, inspecting you. He looks at Zopip for a second, and says, you have a potion on you that I don't recognize. What is it?
Oh, this?
Yes.
Just a temporary cure for my paralysis.
Good on you. You should sell it. If you can learn how to mass produce that, let me know. We'll sell it to the Crimson Talon and make you a good fortune.
Yeah, that was my plan.
Yeah, so now you look injured, it looks like. That's good to hear. I should forewarn you, we do have a new party coming in here soon, but they are being sent on some local quests. I hear Greg's gonna try and send them after the Rat King.
Oh, that's
Can we
no.
watch on your crystal ball how this thing goes?
No, according to what I hear, Greg's sending you to the Far East to go set up stuff. Apparently he wants
Wait,
you...
are we not talking to Greg anymore?
No, you are
Really?
talking to the head doctor.
Oh,
In the
come
back room.
Oh.
Greg is in the middle of dealing with something currently. It sounds like he's yelling at the guard captain again while you guys are in the back room before you head out.
Did I hear any mention of fire whiskey
From the doctor?
from Greg as he's shouting at him?
No.
on.
You hear
Okay.
something about a crazy dog, and a man with wings that looks very angry. And a very nervous dragonborn. So, the doctor continues looking on and says, yeah, from what I heard, Greg was so impressed with you lot, he's thinking about having you set up a location in the Snow Elf lands fully. I wouldn't want that job, to be
Yes,
honest.
that's definitely a promotion. That's definitely a promotion.
I'll be honest. And he gets down and whispers into Zopip's ears. The last time this happened, that group never came back. We think they were eaten.
Interesting.
He says, but you know what? You'll make a great representative. Those guys weren't nobility. You are. I imagine you'll do well.
Great. Fantastic.
I do hear the queen of the of the snow elves is rather beautiful too, and very easy to seduce.
Hell no. She probably. I'm not gonna say anything. She might hear me.
Hell no. To the no, no,
He said,
no.
he looks at you. By the
Hey,
way,
to the no.
Zilpip, you scared the hell out of Greg.
Yeah, dude. I wanted to talk to him about that.
He looks at you and says, I wouldn't. You literally almost gave him a heart attack. I've never seen that man so scared in his life. Suddenly, there was gnomish eyes inside of his crystal ball, and then it just freaked him out.
What the hell happened?
Dude, peeping on us.
Oh my god, let me see if I've got something here.
Was he?
I mean, yeah, he was scrying on you. Give me a second to pull something up. The doctor heads into the back room after checking you guys out and making sure everything's set up for your personal progress. And I'm just pulling up something real quick so I can actually make sure to note this. If this thing will load, come on, document. There we go. He comes back out into the front room and hands you each a new identification card, which you just realized you originally got, which was in marble. This one is in copper. And he says, good news! He says, I have to read this script for you, so give me a second. And he pulls out a card and says, good news, you're not dead. Congratulations. Now you need to go out there and do as we say, but you can keep a smaller portion of the stuff you find. By the way, Greg said you have an egg for me.
Yeah. Here, stand back.
He kind of He looks at you and says,
I'm going to open the bag away from me,
okay.
and with with my telekinesis, slowly float one out, facing towards a wall.
Float one out. That sounds like a euphemism for something.
Yeah, it is.
As you float it out and it slowly sits down, it seems to kind of move a little bit, but nothing seems to happen immediately. And he looks at it and says, "Oh, it looks fine."
I I would put it in a cage.
I've
If I
got
were
just the
you.
cage. We just bought a new Dragonborn slave. I'll have we're planning to have this thing sent out somewhere, so I'll take care of it. And he picks it up and starts to take it into the back room.
Careful.
Anywhere but the Elven lands.
Says, "Oh, you don't need to know our mission." He heads back. By the way, you're dismissed from me. You can take off now. I don't care what you go do.
Cool.
And Greg is still sitting out there looking through his quest book. As you guys come out of the little doctor's area and come back out to the front desk, and Greg just seems to be smiling at you a lot and says, "All right, so I've got a couple of quests I was gonna give you if you're interested."
Sounds interesting.
So he looks and he says, "I've got a request from House Katiaki.
House teriyaki, yes, continue.
Yes, if you're interested, I've got a quest in the Gnomish lands by one of the schools that has been requesting assistance with some stuff. Apparently, one of their students has gone mad yet again. Those trials, I tell you, you never pass that school until you get through that trial, but it drives so many of them mad, and one of them learns blood magic and it all goes to hell. I hear this one.
Stuff.
This one learned how to make something that explodes. Ugh. He flips through and says, let's see. Oh, I've got an interesting quest here, but I don't think you guys are ready for it, given your position. If you're interested...
Alright, then don't give it to us.
Oh.
I mean, just tell us. Just might as well.
Fine.
Alright, well, what is it?
He says, well, we've got a request from the king of the humans, King Lauger, something like that, of House Enter. Yeah, definitely Enter. He is looking for scientists right now to help him boost up his military and is offering nobility, titles, riches, whatever. The only thing is you have to basically you have to take over the city on your own and run it yourself. You pay a little bit of tax, but it ain't much apparently. He says, but from what I understand, there's still dark dwarves in the territories, which you know how those lot are.
Hell no.
Dark Tours, you said?
Yes, dark dwarves, Duergar as they're called. I have a cousin who married a Duergar. I hear they're very good at digging in, as they say. He giggles to himself.
Mine.
He says, let's see. I've got one for the Drafican lands. We've got one. It's for some guy named Tao, but you don't want that.
Nah, I hate dragon.
No.
The last thing I have is a quest to the Tiefling lands. It's a request from a scientist necromancer lot. I can't understand these Tieflings' handwriting, but from what I understand, he's asking for people who want to help with his studies by capturing creatures for him.
Can
Red
we
flags.
take all the quests and knock them off one by one?
I mean, you're welcome
That
to,
sounds a really stupid idea.
but I
I
mean,
like this.
You probably shouldn't commit.
I will mention if you don't commit, or if you don't actually end up doing the quest, or someone else ends up succeeding in it, you do take. It does take money from you. You lose money as
We can
part of it.
just take it. You can just write it down and then
Let's
just
just take.
do it.
Let's just take 2 of the quests, and then
We'll take the one with the Elven King
All right.
and the one with that Human King.
Oh, the human noble House Katiaki. All right.
No,
The actual human king.
the
Oh,
king of the
You
Wow.
Logger of House Enter. Got it. Yes. All right. He writes that down. He he gets a quest together for you and says, "Here you go."
Awesome. Sweet.
Did you have any questions for me before you take off?
Yeah, buddy. Here's the thing. How often do you spy on it?
He smiles and says, "Well, I do surveillance on all of my squads,
Makes sense. I just
especially after the Rat King incident.
Ooh, yeah.
I've lost 5 adventurers to this shit. At this point, this thing's become a problem that the Red Barons would need to handle, but those assholes vanished.
Except for one.
Yeah, but V retired and he won't do anything I say anymore. The man's fucking scary. I watched him turn into an Alethian and eat a Goliath. That is terrifying.
Huh.
So many pieces, so much blood.
He
Even
turned into a what and eat?
Alethian and ate a Goliath. I didn't think it was
Okay.
possible for such a small body to intake that much. And it was all on a drunken bet too. Ooh. So yeah, but what? Why? You got a problem with me checking in on you?
No, of course not. We got nothing to hide.
Just at least now we know what the hell those eyes were.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I also looked in on someone else. He looks at Alice just a few minutes ago.
Hi.
You know,
I'm pretty sure you
nice to
have to
meet
pay. I'm pretty sure you have to pay Alice now since she's big.
Ugh. I've never seen a whore do things like that. I was both impressed and terrified.
Oh, do you want an examination?
No.
You mean demonstration?
You know,
Same thing.
there's only two people in this world that scare me, and now you're one of them.
Yay!
The amount of
Hey,
things that yes.
Is a trend one of them? I raise my hand.
No.
I need to remove a curse off something. Where can I go to do that?
Depends on the something.
All I need is someone who can remove curses. Simple remove curse spell.
I mean, I would normally recommend
I can't.
I would recommend my son, but he's dead now.
Oh yeah, what a shame he had to die like that.
Yeah,
Stamped out.
kid
How'd he die?
kid didn't have any privilege truly. Hey, thanks for a second. I don't know of any wizards in the town that know anything about remove curse or any paladins in the area. We got a new kid coming in, but I don't think he knows the spell. Yeah, I don't think
Are
there's much.
the Walkers of the Void still in this city?
No, after the treaty between the Treaty of Trinity, great name by the way. They headed back to their homeland. They should be in Alethian lands by now.
Great, awesome,
You want to
fantastic.
tell us about the new group?
Yeah, they're gonna replace you lot, I hope.
Oh
Man.
really?
You'll miss us.
And why is that?
Well, didn't the doctor inform
We're
you?
good buddies, Greg.
I'm sending you lot to go deal with the Snow Queen herself.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so that reminds me, he pulls out a message. I got a sealed message I need you to deliver to the Ice Queen.
Oh,
Don't
no.
call her that, trust me, you don't want to deal with that. So apparently, we recently got intel that the Red Barons weren't able to kill her like they were supposed to, so we need to send an apology letter. Last group I sent out there didn't do too well, so I figure you lot will do better. Or you won't, and I just won't have to pay you.
Dick.
All right. Well, our other questions
We'll do that last.
Can take priority. Just
That-
so we get some of your shit done.
I mean,
in case we die.
as long as you get this letter to her within the year, I'm happy. Or at least before she decides to invade and kill everybody. I'm good.
Sounds
Do we have to send the letter in person?
Well, it needs
Would
to
that
be there.
anarchs and shit?
Can
Plus-
we tie it to a sheep? In the direction she is?
Gray actually giggles at that. He looks and he says, "You know what? If it gets to her and I get a letter back, we'll call it even.
Okay, those are the final conditions.
I need the
Get
letter.
back.
I need a letter back from her. That's my rule. She has to have acknowledged that she has gotten that letter, and I need a letter back. I've tried
Well-
casting message to her at short distance, long distance. Nothing. She just keeps ignoring my calls. It's like my ex-wife. I don't get it.
Is she your
That's
ex-wife?
a landmine I'm not gonna step in.
Is she your
No,
ex-wife?
thank God that woman would have eaten me alive, literally.
Man, figuratively.
This woman.
Well,
You don't understand. I mean, this woman is scary. The only person she hasn't killed at this point is her brother, and I don't understand that because her brother's just like the legendary Mizna, and we all know about him.
Please tell me more.
Mr. Snips.
Yes. So if you can do those three, that we'll call it even. I'll bring you up another rank in the quest or in the guild, and at that point, maybe I'll even send you out to start your own guild or chunk of the guild.
Our own guild?
Yes, you heard correctly.
I'm
Each
really
of us a guild?
No.
No.
One
damn.
guild for your group. He says, but I recommend you avoid lich caves and stuff like that. Don't settle on where liches live. It's not a good idea.
But didn't I
No,
swear that's a
hey,
good
it
idea.
hadn't happened yet.
I swear that's a good idea.
He says, no, I've heard stories. There was a book written by Toutler himself about how that's a bad idea.
I,
Was it called How to Deal with Idiots by any chance?
No, it was how to not die stupidly.
I need
How
to take a
be
look
an
at that
idiot
book.
for dummies.
Yes.
Be an idiot for dummies.
He talks about his one adventure with a red orc who even came on his back, and he just used that to camouflage himself from everything. I mean, it's amazing.
I heard Toutler has never taken a bath. Is this true?
You know, I've never gotten within 100 feet to smell the man, so I could not tell you.
Damn.
Hmm. Hmm.
All right. Well, this was a lovely visit, Greg.
Glad to hear. Happy to have my #1 squad here anytime.
We're your #1 squad?
Really? Us?
Don't question it.
The last 5 kind of died, so yeah, you're my #1 squad now.
Yeah.
Yay, promotion
Alright.
via assassination. That's fun.
He says that's the best way to move up the ladder. He says, speaking of which, this new group I'm going to be sending out here soon. I'm thinking about either the Rat King quest or maybe the Young Dragon at Heart.
I recommend the Rat King quest. I kind of want
I-
to see how they deal with that.
You know, I was thinking about sending you guys on that quest for a while there. I really did.
Until you sent us to the Queen.
I mean, if you still want the Rat King dead, I think we're a little more equipped to kill it.
Yeah, like if it gets out of hand, we can
I
deal
mean,
with it.
he's
if
got
it just keeps sending parties to their deaths.
I mean, he's got 4 adventurers now under his control from what I've seen.
How about? I mean,
Interesting.
we could just team up with the new group.
You
Yeah,
could.
we're
Wanna-
good. Let's go, guys.
Do you want to come back here like tomorrow at like 7 p.m.?
He looks. He says, "Hey, you guys are good. I'll take care of these kids. They should do well."
Enough.
So yes, as you guys start to head out, as you walk out of the Crimson Talons area, because there's really no one here at this point. This area of the town is still pretty much empty. Many of the guild members are currently either in the middle of doing quests of their own or out dealing with the 2 warring parties that were going to kill each other.
Is the tiefling still following
Give
me?
me
or
a
at least-
second. Give me a second.
Sorry.
Yeah, you got it.
Sorry.
No worries. As you start to walk out, you notice that there's 5 people standing near the gate, all kind of off on their own. There's still the tall man in full armor poking a shrub that is continuously screaming even louder. It seems very upset about things. It's like a whining child.
Sounds
you-
kind of like AA run.
You see a younger looking man off to the distance with his arms crossed on the other side with wings or really large wings hidden behind his back, kind of leaning against a wall, glaring and grimacing. A very nervous looking dragonborn paladin, silver dragonborn paladin, which you can't help but snicker at the idea of a silver dragonborn. You also notice a tiefling, or what you recognize immediately as a tiefling, petting a dog. Zilpip, you immediately notice or Zilpip and John, you both immediately recognize that dog is not a dog. That is a person in disguise.
I wave at
What?
them and point at my Moby.
No. John, you recognize this person as exactly the person that was described as Agent I.
The dog or the person that's petting
The dog.
What the fuck, man?
Zilpip, you recognize that there's a strong magical sense coming off of her, and that it seems to be all through illusionary magic with your general passive arcana.
What the
I
world is
continue-
going on?
I'm just gonna say loudly, what the fuck, man?
I continue to
Dude, what
point
is
at my.
going on here?
I
As you guys walk out, just nodding and laughing, and Aaron argues with Alice at over something about a Moby and who's going to be the one who takes it. You guys leave the city or walk out of the little area, leaving that group to their deaths, knowing that they're probably the new group that's joining, and you feel really bad for them.
do.
After seeing the dog, I don't.
Yeah, that's what. That's weird, dude.
So yes,
What
What
the
the
pug?
fucking things to use it
No.
on? Why
Guys.
that?
Guys, Momo dog. Momo dog.
Oh,
No, shut up.
Momo,
Um,
No, stop.
No,
Strange
so
stuff.
as you walk out, you leave this group behind. The guard captain who's standing there looks a little shaken by something or other. You hear Greg cussing over the intercom as usual. But the guard doesn't seem to be phased by that. It seems something else is bothering him as you guys are leaving.
Hey, what's
Jordan?
bothering you?
Talking dogs. They
I hug
learned
Uh,
they've learned to speak. Literally.
I hug the man and I say, "It's going to be okay.
It is not gonna be okay.
It's going to be okay."
I'm pretty sure that's an actual dog, but
All right,
hey,
boys, let's go.
just to keep your sanity.
Go on our quest.
Would you
Have fun
touching
with
my
that
Moby make you
dog,
feel
Gunner.
better?
The traumatized guard just pushes you away and says, fuck off.
Okay.
Alright, as you guys head into the town, alright, what's the plan?
The plan is to leave.
Really, just you're
Via
gonna.
teleportation circle.
Ah, there it is. Alright, I assume you're gonna ask around at the few contacts you know in the town.
Yup.
I'm also gonna have to ask around then.
Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna notice, or I'm gonna state, is that you guys notice four elves come forward. Well, three elves and a dwarf come forward, all with black beards, walking around, smiling. They've got their Crimson Talon mark along with their golden ranking plates on their chest plates. Um, they all smile at you and wave. One of them looks to Zilpip and John and just nods. Another looks to Alice for a second, kind of tilts his head and walks up to Alice, looks him dead in the eyes, bending over a little bit, looking him. Where is the Dragonborn that was with you?
Sorry?
The Dragonborn, the silver one.
Oh. Um, she left.
Jilpip.
She
That
left.
dude is like
left.
big dead.
She left?
She left. She left.
Do you have any idea where she
Yeah.
went?
He probably went to the Goliath lands.
Good to know. Thank you for your time. He tosses you a gold coin, and they start to walk off and whisper about something or other.
Asshole.
Why?
Wants to go on do a hit on the.
All right. As you guys continue to head back into the city, you manage to see the circus is still open and running. There's a little chaos going on as there's a couple dragonborn being taken back into the cages. V looks kind of bothered in general, but overall in a good mood. There's an old lady walking around with a stick that looks very familiar for some weird reason. She catches your eye. And you see Tenix on his palisade walking about throughout the city. Also, someone you recognize is Gregon, the leader of the Walkers of the Void, seems to be doing some light shopping.
Gregon!
Hey, buddy.
I
Hey.
scream at him.
I walk away.
acoustically.
He looks at you a lot and says, "Oh,
I'll look for a pillory.
I start waving at him.
Bruh,
Uh,
come on.
He walks over to you guys and says, "Oh, yay, my favorite people. Where's Freya?"
Oh, that chick's big dead.
Big dead. Biggest dead.
I sensed something was off in the distance south of here. Something like felt like someone's life was cut short from Loglith's service.
Yeah, your papa killed him. Anyway,
Fair enough.
you are a very devout.
Yes.
You have your god. I imagine you have some godly spells.
I'm-
looking for someone who can remove a curse.
I'll be honest. I am not the guy who does curse removal.
Okay. Do you have one in the city?
No, I sent most of my men home. I mean, if they are, they're in a whorehouse somewhere.
Alice?
Alice, have you seen any of them?
Already, fuck off.
No, I mean you might be able to know some people.
I'm
in
already
the
gone.
houses.
Go away.
Alice walked off and said, "Fuck you, lot."
Alright,
I don't
well,
know. Maybe
thank
you
for
might
your
have actually
time.
met people in the house.
Gregon says, "But if you happen to find any of my men in the whorehouses, please let them know. I'm very happily looking for them, and I'm fully prepared to extravite their training here.
Will I get gold for this?
You're not there."
Yeah, you walked away, boy.
Yeah, because I hate you lot. Fuck off.
I'm trying to shove my Moby up your ass.
Gregon also takes a second, looks at Aaron, and says, "You know, that's a unique weapon there.
Yeah. Yeah, I just start touching, just stroking all along it. It's my baby. I call it the long dick of the law, also known as the Moby.
You know, I knew a guy who was carrying something like that, but he was rather exhausted looking 90% of the time.
Was
I don't claim.
does he
I don't.
have cold sweat?
No, but he did look uncomfortable and had a hard time walking most days.
Oh, I don't think I'll ever have that problem.
You know,
Just starts stroking more.
he was a half orc. He was sent on a quest actually recently. He carried a really cool sword. It was oh man, it was like a sword that had a tip cut off and the jewel broken in it.
Oh, dude. That sounds like a sick sword.
Yeah, he used the something like what
It looks
Aaron's carrying.
shocking.
Yeah, he used something like what you're using there, Aaron, before with it normally, but then he started switching to that weapon. I guess maybe he was carrying both last I saw him. Did you guys you haven't happened to see him at all? I haven't heard from him at all recently.
Nope, haven't met him.
Fair enough. All right. Well, that's fine. Guess I'll hopefully see the kid when I get home. He was a young guy. Poor kid. Didn't he got sent to us. It was just a bad situation all in all.
I'm starting to feel bad.
Yeah, his mother was a legendary warrior too. He was a son. He was a product of a date apparently gone wrong.
DM question.
Yes.
Is the skeleton still intact?
No, the skeleton
No, it was
vaporized.
Yeah, there's no evidence, unfortunately. We can't even tell him anything.
And so he says, yeah, he was a product of a bad marriage. Or
As are most of us.
well, sorry, not marriage, but what do you
One
call
night
it?
stand?
Yeah, something
Yo,
like that.
what's up, guys? I heard bad marriage.
Yeah, like he says,
Jesus.
yeah, so, I don't know what happened to him, but I know he had some Tabaxi siblings, but who knows what happened to them.
Those aren't
Anyways, so, yeah, if you're looking for someone who knows anything about removing curses, the only people I would know in the city at this point would probably be at the church here to Logless in the center of town. You might be able to find a priest there.
Alright, sweet. Thank you very kindly.
He nods
And
his
I
head.
walk away.
Alright. He walks off and goes back to his shopping. Alice, what did you want to do while they're sitting there with Gragon and heading to the church? I assume you had a plan.
You just not want to
I
be
did.
around us.
Yes, that was part of it.
Was the thing.
So what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and summon the god of death.
What the?
Really?
I need to speak with him about something.
Okay. All right. So you kind of venture off into a peaceful garden off to the side of the city, more near the walls than anything else. Trying to find somewhere, a place where you can meditate and think.
It's log 2.0. It's log 2.0.
So
Nobody is log 2.0.
as you're sitting there, you suddenly feel everything around you suddenly slows down and freezes almost in an instant. Two people stand before you. One, a very dark cloaked creature with a staff of gold with a red orb on it, partnered with a purple orb, glaring at you. And the other seems to be a human who looks very familiar as your older brother. In comes Kanat and Logless. Both are standing before you.
Hi, brother. It's been a while, hasn't it?
He just nods.
So I've heard you've ascended.
He nods again.
What happened?
Why am I here?
Logless looks on for a second, just standing there watching, listening, in a sense as mediating, because this is his territory.
Cool.
Kanat nods for a second and says, A old friend helped me.
I I see.
A guardian of of our house, if you will.
He lives, doesn't he?
He does, but he's much changed. He looks at Log and smiles for a second and then looks back at you. Says he's taking a back seat for the time being and dealing with things, but he should make his move soon enough.
I see.
For the time I gather power and look for new subordinates. Of course, not in my friend here, my great friend here's lands, and I would never do that. But there are worshippers in other lands that are much interested in the god of death. To be fair, we all are.
Hey man, I got no problems with death.
I
Brings me half my servants.
I I need something to
I need something
strengthen your
Go ahead.
strengthen your I need something to strengthen your domain, if you will.
Your big cock.
Always.
That-
I mean,
uh,
that's not inaccurate, let's be honest, for how he was last session.
Incest is best.
Shut up, midget.
He looks you up and down and smiles and says, I have something for you. There is something you can gather, but you may not want it given your current party and your current mission.
What do you want in return then, dear brother?
Simple. You need something for power, and I need someone out of the way. In fact, he looks at Log, we both need someone out of the way.
Please don't say me. Please don't say me. Please don't say me.
There's a man who has been blessed, let's say, to given mortal form, but can still be killed by other mortals. But we
the
gods
Pope.
cannot touch him due to unnecessarily complicated issues. Very similar to he looks at he looks at Log and says, "Someone's own screw up with that hammer." The Pope has a sword that we both need out of the way, and I don't mind you having it so long as you get rid of this Pope. He needs to die and break all the contracts with the gods who have to serve him and offer a tribute, if you will.
Well,
I need information on him. If I can do this.
You can. Your party is going in the right direction. I would take your time before you do so. I know Logless will not interfere with your group, and I have no interest. Neither does our old friend. The High King seems to have not taken notice of you lot yet, which is thank the gods for that one. I remember how bad it was for us.
Yeah, dude.
And he smiles and says, I recommend that you learn of the world and experience it more before you take on such a challenge. There are others who have the similar interest and have gone along with this, but they are not. They are even less ready than you. When the time comes, you lot will gather together and hopefully work to destroy him.
that's not cannot. He's way too serious.
He
Times
just
change. Shut the fuck up.
he just smiles and laughs and says, "But I have an idea for you. You should start studying under Zilpip. You'll learn some stuff that might come of value. Those chemicals he knows are very useful for us."
Well, this is something.
Log kind of grins at that.
And he says, "Also,
Oh,
don't take off holy symbols. That's it. I'm just letting you know this now. That was a bad showing to watch."
All right, Log is just full on chuckling now.
okay.
I do have information that I will pass on to you when the time comes, but more when you're not in some people's domain and I'm not interfering with their situation, as is I'm not as well secured yet.
It's okay, you'll get there, bud.
I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, you're gonna try.
Just like the High King. All right. So yes,
boy.
please, if you will, learn experience, and when the time comes, I will stand before you once again, along with our friend here, I assume, at that point, and we will start to begin the mission, not to get you involved with our game, but to remove a pawn that was unnecessary from the start.
Agreed.
Well, as you might have heard, we are going to multiple lands. Um, we are first going to the human realm,
Wrong.
called the human island.
Nope,
Our
wrong.
Well,
Crap.
what he chooses to state is something else.
You fucking crippled pigeon! God damn it!
You crippled pigeon.
Anyway, gotcha. As you might have heard, we're going to Snowlands to meet the queen. Isn't that gonna be fun?
I hear she is a delightful lady, and unfortunately the son or the daughter of one of my compatriots.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Not
What?
me. It's not me.
It's at this point that you see Log just looks at Kanat for a second, gives him kind of an awkward look, and vanishes.
Oh god damn it, Log.
Okay. Dear brother, I need a holy relic of yours to pass on, to other lands besides, well, here, since this is your dear friend's own territory.
I have acquired something actually that I might think you might think interesting. It's a item of importance that I may have snuck away from the High King himself. But it only grows in strength with yourself and your friends.
Hey, I have a question. Is the Moby sentient?
Yes, the Moby is sentient, and all that will.
He has a voice.
It
and that's
does.
not
You
on
just
the
you
freaking
haven't
show.
attuned to the Moby yet, Trent. Don't worry.
Oh,
Dear have to Lord, jack it
no!
You do. You have to fully attune to it. You still have to. You just have to fulfill those conditions, and then you'll attune to it later.
Dear God, why?
So yes. Um. He looks at you and says, This is a weapon I will bless upon you, when you make it to the Elven lands. I will give it to you, and it will grow with you with each passing experience. It will grow stronger. You will never need for another weapon.
Let's see. And how of our siblings, if you do?
Our siblings shall be given life once more, once I have gained the power I'm looking for.
Alright.
He just smiles and says,
Oh.
Wolf. He says, all right.
He smiles and says, "Oh."
Yeah. He looks upon you and says, Dear brother, let me do remember one thing. Always avoid the squirrels.
Always.
And never trust the black mist. And then he whispers in your ear for a second. Let me pull up your background. And with that, he vanishes. The time ventures forth, and everything unfreezes as you are now sitting in a nice little park. Children are playing, laughing, and yes.
And
Well,
you're now being
shit.
and you're now being questioned by guards for loitering around.
No, there's no guards really paying any attention to him. He looks young himself, so. Remember, Alice is only 16.
Oh Jesus.
You forgot?
Yep, yeah, so, as you are.
Alright. Time to go back.
Yes, he did. Zilpip would have noticed this, since you can actually know this in character, since it's known on your character sheet. You can actually read it on your character sheet. Yes, you would notice it, but you'd notice it was with strong. It had a lot of strong divination. That's the only reason Zilpip left it alone.
Yeah.
Zopip has zero interest in the gods after he's heard the tales of the time fornicators.
Dude, 0.
Fuck the gods.
I will.
Suddenly, the High King
No.
stands in front of John. Really? Bitch, let's go again. Come on, bring it on. This is the second time around. Try me. No, I'm kidding though. No,
It's
so
not about the second time.
Zopip, John, and Aaron. As you start to head towards the church, you see Alice finally catches up, smiling about something or other. And as you enter into the church, you notice that most of the church has the four horsemen of Legolas, Wealth, one of the lords from the human lands that you don't remember the name of or recognize, and Adara, who you immediately recognize as after Freya almost turned into her. And Log, of course, standing at the front of the church with his staff, all in statue form, of course, not to scare the shit out of you. And you see a priest in a black robe with a skull with a little fuse going off of it, kind of imprinted onto it, and he smiles and says, "How may I help you, young gentleman?" And he looks at Alice, "Lady?"
No.
Okay. He just nods and says, "Good. How may I help you, gentlemen?"
Hey, my man, I got an item that has a curse on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I need the curse removed.
Curse removal. That'll
This
cost
is like
you.
a level 3 spell for priest like.
Yes, it's true. But that'll cost you money. We in
How
here at the Church of Legolas do not. We are the first church, if you didn't know. Actually, we were the first to be created after Log became a god.
That's awesome. Good for you
Yes.
guys.
Very proud of that. We had
Yeah.
a human who ventured here, and unfortunately, he has passed on since. But I can remove the curse. It depends on the item. What are you thinking?
Why does it depend on the item?
Well, the stronger the curse, the harder it is to remove it.
A curse is a curse.
A curse.
Any remove curse spell can remove any curse.
She says yes, but
I know enough about magic.
there's
to
an
know that.
item so is called the Liar's Tongue that's pretty famous about that you can't remove the curse from without killing 90 or 100% of the population on the planet. So.
Okay, hold up. Out of character.
Yes.
You literally told me like a week ago that curse could be removed by just a simple remove curse spell.
It can. But I didn't tell you from who. I did that for a reason. This item is a very dangerous item. I didn't plan, and this isn't planned to be easy to get rid of.
The curse
But you
or the
can
actual item?
you can ask the priest about who could remove something of an item like that.
Yeah, okay, alright, bud. Here's the deal. I got the Liar's Tongue. Who can remove that curse?
Oh, that would be easy. We've got one of the High King's own priests who can remove anything. I mean, honestly, he's in the Elven lands, from what I understand. He's traveling through Far East.
Oh joy.
So I will.
That's where we're going anyway.
I will mention he is a young dwarven boy, but he is very talented. He's removed curses on very dangerous items. One that apparently exploded the user after use. That was an interesting one. He said, but yes, you should be able to meet with him. He could probably tell you of a few items that you might be looking for. If you're interested, I can give you his description and write it out for you so you could easily recognize him if you ever run into him.
Please do.
And he says, all right, give me a moment. Let me see if we've got a painting or a picture of him in the back. And he heads into the back room, starts digging through. You hear books being thrown about. You see one fly out and open. And finally comes back out. He says, here it is. And it looks to be, basically it looks almost exactly what the High King looks like, but younger. 100%, that's literally it. He's traveling in a suit, apparently, but looks younger. Says, he claims to be the son. The High King? Stone the Corrupt.
Oh, right. That's his full name?
Yes, that's his old name. His name before he became the High King and took Alenta's position. As you would know, given your background, John.
Okay.
100%, you know all of this. He says, yes, the boy, he's young. He's, from what I understand, he's only in his 20s as a dwarf. But he is very talented, and, you know, he's removed curses of all sorts. He even managed to cure a woman from death, of all things. Don't know how that worked, but, you know,
I don't think that's a curse. That's just a normal resurrection.
No, she was actually cursed by a witch. A very powerful one at that.
To die?
Yeah. Interesting things.
Well, the more you know.
But
That's
yes.
a really stupid curse.
I know, right? I don't get these. Witches are weird. It was some, like, Tabaxi or Tiefling witch. I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, yes. He should be in some Galmara's kingdom by to this time next week. From what I have heard of his travels, he's been going around curing the peasantry of anything that has been harming them. So, there you go.
Sounds good.
When the DM is pushing an area so
Yep.
extremely hard.
Very good.
Catch the
Alright.
hints.
Does Zilpip know where he can find a teleportation circle in the city?
Yes, the king or the ruler of House Blazing Stone should be the have one in his keep.
Sweet.
Do I know someone who would be able to do that?
V has one in his and that he keeps in his circus or always keeps with him. He has it drawn up just for a case of emergencies.
Not it. Done.
So
Okay.
those are the two options you have, John, as far as it goes. Zilpip knows of the one that the nobles carry. John knows of the one that his master carries.
The criminal's scary.
Alright, well, you said not it, so we're going to mine. Let's go, boys.
Alright, now before you
Hit up
guys
some elves.
head to the keep, is there anything you want to do before you leave the city?
Can I buy some bundles of crossbow bolts? That's it.
Yes, you can get them for about 5 silver piece per bundle.
Just gonna
And
change my
it's
outfit.
20 per bundle, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna buy
Sure.
4 bundles.
Alright, feel free to fix that or add that or decrease that from your character's in currency. Alice, as you look for some new clothes, you are able to find some commoner's clothing that is nice and untorn and
Aw.
smell better.
Yay.
Seeing as none of you have bathed in now about a week.
I think we should bathe before we go.
No.
Yeah, we're bathing.
God damn it.
You know of a dwarven bathhouse in the city, though. Thankfully, it's actually over towards the Crimson Talons Guild, in the Noble District.
Sounds good.
All right.
Yes.
You'll
Let's
never take
pay-
me alive.
Teleport.
As you head over there, John, of course, has to pick Aaron up and drag him with them. You guys, and he kicks and screams the entire way there. You find the dwarven bathhouse is empty at this time of day. It's in the middle of the day at this point. It's very nice. It's still the middle. It's about mid-March at this point. You're looking at about March 10th at this point, and it's quite a nice day. As you enter the bathhouse, a female dwarf comes up to you and nods and sweetly says, "Ah, gentlemen, it's only a silver piece per person. You're welcome to stay as long as you'd like. And soap is an extra silver piece per pound." And she looks at you a lot and says, "You're probably gonna need a couple pounds."
Hmm.
We offer services in the back rooms if you're interested, but the girls are each cost their own. They have their own setup for you.
Sounds good.
All right. And with that, she smiles and waves and says, "Ah, go ahead and head back." The bathhouse is a giant marble-looking building, very Roman-esque, where it's an open bath. And it's one giant pool that you guys can enter in, and there's some back rooms that are kind of hidden off with some cloths with masseuses who work in the back, mostly female. There are the occasional male here and there. The water is lukewarm as you guys walk in. There is only one issue. This is set up for dwarves. Zilpip, I don't know if you're tall enough.
I'm not.
And you can't swim.
Can I carry Zil? Can I carry
I'm gonna carry Zilpip.
You
know, so
all shove off.
I,
If you
I,
touch me, I will cast spells on you.
I'm
Okay,
going to sit.
okay.
I'm going to sit him on my lap while I'm sitting inside of the tub.
Son of...
Well, that's not weird at all. I'm gonna go take a nice massage.
I'm also going to begin bathing him. It's okay, but I understand.
Aaron, Make an intelligence saving throw.
I was kidding.
Too late
Damn it.
now.
Okay, intelligence saving throw.
when you have to fight the feistiest of the characters.
Does a 17 succeed? Am I good?
It does, and now you know some random language for a minute.
Hey,
All right.
which one?
What languages do you already speak, Aaron?
I was about to say I speak a dragon chess and with
You
tools.
know Common, Dwarvish, and Omish. You suddenly know Infernal
Yeah.
for the next minute.
I start speaking infernal, like just start spitting out infernal words.
The
Are you still carrying me?
Nah, I put him away.
Like, how do you put him away? Do you sit him on the side of the bath, in the bath, off to your side in the bath? What?
I use him to bar the door closed.
Wow.
You.
Um.
Son of a-
Okay, as
DM,
so
permission to kill a player?
I mean,
Wow.
I'm not gonna say no in this situation,
Oh my god.
What the hell are you doing?
because Aaron already knows that I have to make his next character. That was part of the rule of the bet he made with me.
You did make my next character.
And
You never said for this campaign. You just said next character. You already did make.
no, I did
Yeah,
that for the
okay.
Red Baron's quest. That was all set, so you're still getting one from me. Sorry, you don't get out of it. So John and Alice go into the back, realizing that they'd rather go get a massage and get a personal bath to themselves at this point, avoiding Aaron as he is going to pick up Zilpip. And they both know at this point, after traveling with you lot, that it's just a bad idea to stick around for this situation.
Hey, Aaron,
Yeah, what's up, man?
where's your wiener?
Oh damn, you right.
Oh my god.
You
So,
had to point that out. Damn, son.
Aaron goes and sets Zilpip into the door mount, literally trying to bar the door with Zilpip's body. I will mention that Lil God, I can't even fucking tell. Lil Piz, is
Pipliz.
thank you. God, I
runs
can't.
over- Naked Pipliz runs over and jumps on
Pipliz
Aaron's
being
face
made of full
like a face
snow,
hugger.
being made of snow, stays out of the bath.
How dare you?
With your pug, who you still have not named, and Mini Greg, who is sitting outside, chewing on what looks to be a turkey bone, or you hope is a turkey bone.
It's a human bone.
It's a tabaxi bone.
God.
Someone got dug up there after the siege.
Oh god.
So Zilpip, you are alone currently
No, I'm still
with
communicating with
Aaron
him.
in the room, while Alice
Being
and
mauled by
John
Pipliz.
are currently in their own personal rooms. What would you like to do, Zilpip? Are you gonna try and kill Aaron?
Hey fam, what's up? How you doing, man? I'm enjoying.
If you
personal
kill
time
him,
with-
you won't have to deal with the Katiaki quest.
Hmm.
Aaron, come here.
I don't know if I want to do that, boss.
It's bad when
Aaron.
he calls you by Aaron and not Aaron.
I feel like I'm gonna get violently abused, and I don't really appreciate sexual harassment.
Oh god.
Zilpip has no bags,
Nope.
but you see a clay vial drift up from behind him.
Oh no. It's play.
What are you about
You
to
don't
do?
know. You don't want to know where I was storing it.
It's the blob of goo.
My prison wallet.
It's slowly
No.
oozing out of his ass.
Okay, Zilpip,
Aaron?
what are you gonna do?
Quick, take the shape.
You're gonna sit me in the bath in a place where I can still breathe,
Important factor.
or I am going to make it so you cannot breathe.
Oh, okay, that's reasonable. Okay, I pick him up and I place him in a place where he can breathe.
Okay. Hey, Ron, give me a strength check just to see how you do with picking him up.
Okay. I should be fine. It's a strength. You said strength check?
Check, correct.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Does an 8 succeed?
You successfully pick him up awkwardly, kind of jumbling him a little bit in your hands.
I'm 45 pounds.
I know. But you managed to pick him up, and although awkward and trying to avoid being stabbed by his prison wallet knife, you set him down in the shallowest end you can, which just comes up to right at his neck, and try to avoid getting any closer to him at that point and start to move a little bit away. Congratulations, you have now bathed successfully. I'm so proud of my party.
Why did it take this long?
And at this point, we're gonna leave them off in the bath for the session.
Hold on, no, I just wanna go to the elven
The DM.
Son of a... This is the one thing I wanted to do this session.
Let's go to the
God
elven.
damn.
Let's go to the elven.
You've
then.
only got
Let's go to
9
the
minutes left.
What? Okay. We
You
can
could
spend
have
this
stopped
night.
bathing, going to the
Yes, but
keep.
there's other things to deal with at the keep. I promise you.
Oh, no.
And that I guarantee everyone's going to want to hear about because there's actually information towards your quest. So, well,
Fine.
we will
Bathhouse
see
only.
you next session when the group manages to get out of the bathhouse and not kill each other. Thank you all for watching, and look forward to this on YouTube.